From the Phoenix Cigar Lounge in Grass Valley, California, the Lim Cigar Cartel presents Beyond the Humidor, a cigar podcast for the rest of us. Welcome back to another show. Scott Robinson with you here from Beyond the Humidor in Grass Valley. We're actually doing something on location out here in Grass Valley, California. Now, I had to say, Greg was real fucking organized on this episode 147. He sends us an email with the show schedule and segments and all this happy horse shit. I don't want our guests to get the wrong idea. We don't do this very often and have a nice little page of what we're going to do and what we're going to talk about. But we did it this time, trying to look quasi-professional. And the first thing up is Scott Rant. Maybe, maybe not. Now, I was thinking about this morning, and I was like, I don't really have wait, I do have a rant.
But dude, you got to think about this, okay? For the past few shows, you haven't had a rant. You've been disappointing the audience.
Well, I'm not going to disappoint you this time because I came up with one this morning. So over the weekend, Tiny Wife and I decided to go to the movies. In my childhood, my childhood's getting raped.
Did they let your folks in movie theaters back in the day?
God damn!
Swing!
We're starting with that already. We'll get to that in a second, but I go to see the new Superman movie.
Oh, that's worse.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
They are first they fucked up James Bond. Now they fucked up Superman. I feel like my childhood is a child predator being raped over in Pelican Bay. This is crap.
Wow.
I watched this bullshit. I'm like, let me start off with two things. One, I felt like we just got dropped in the middle of the damn movie at the very beginning. But then come to find out, spoiler alert, people, apparently that uplifting message that Superman's daddy gave him for him to travel and come to Earth, apparently that's not the case no more because there was missing footage apparently, and the evil Lex Luthor found it. And basically they've turned Superman, what Superman was supposed to be, is a space pimp. I know you're looking at me funny, Greg, but it's the truth.
A space pimp.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Let me elaborate. So the message is just saying, all the uplifting shit that you expect from a Superman movie. You're the last of our kind. We love you, Kal-El. Blah, 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 this and that. And then, of course, there's some fragments that were missing. The evil Lex Luthor finds the fragments and puts them back together. And turns out, Superman's daddy said, hey, we're sending you to Earth, and I'm paraphrasing, because these are simple, stupid people, and we want you to, procreate with the women of Earth so that Kryptonians will further
continue on.
I'm about to say, how's this bad for Superman? I'm not understanding your anger.
Yeah.
Is it like
it's not bad for
go
Superman.
ye forth and multiply?
Yeah, but I was just like, that's not the hopeful, I'm sending you to Earth to help them. They're potentially good people, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I grew up with.
Aren't you the one that always says there's a reason why advanced civilizations don't talk to us?
Yeah, exactly.
So does he still have the cape, or did you trade that in on one of them big fedoras with a
He might as well have. Shit, if it wasn't for George and Martha Kidd, if he would have landed somewhere in Cabrini Green in Chicago or Watts, he would have had a purple fedora, a freaking velvet freaking suit, walking
And
around
a peacock
going,
feather in it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the goldfish shoes, the shoes with the goldfish in them, going, where are my bitches? Then they turned Lex Luthor into a fucking tech bro. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? First you killed James Bond, now you turn Superman into a pimp. Then you got the Justice Gang. I'm like, what the fuck movie am I watching? I walked out of there angry.
Marvel and DC are dead.
Oh, Hollywood's fucked.
Greg, we could have eliminated all this if you'd have just skipped over that.
I know. I will
That
do
was
that
quality.
next time.
I'm feeling that.
Nah, it's bullshit is what it is.
Is it wrong that I would kind of like to see someone get pimped slapped by a Kryptonian?
All you got to do is
Just-
watch The Boys
Just
on Amazon.
pimp
Yeah.
slap him into the
Now
building
see-
up the street.
See, The Boys teaches us never meet your heroes. Go, woo, they are fucked up. But I expected it in The Boys, not Superman. You fucking with Soup. What the fuck, man? I remember.
Homelander,
Oh, go ahead,
fuck,
brother.
dude. Homelander destroys so many people, and it's like,
Oh, yeah.
it's gratuitous, unnecessary.
Oh, no shit. Man, I remember watching Superman 2 back in the 80s when Superman was flying with the fuck. I'm in the theater watching this shit. Superman is flying with the dome of the White House with the American flag on it. No bullshit. If you're not a Gen Xer, you don't understand this, but motherfuckers flying with the American flag. They're playing the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
We're all standing up in the theater with our hand over our heart.
Oh shit, we were cheering, man. And here's the funny part. So the one part where Superman tells the president, "Sorry, I've been away for so long. I'll never let you down again." Little boy said, "We know you won't, Superman." And everyone started cheering and shit. And now I got Super Pimp. What is this bullshit?
Sign of the
Every
time.
time you say super pimp, I'm not upset about that concept. I think we need a separate movie
Right.
called Super Pimp.
There you go. Now see, I
Mel
would
Brooks
accept
can
that.
direct it.
Mel Brooks would, yes.
Yeah.
Cat Williams is Superman.
Yeah, Cat Williams is
damn,
Super Pimp.
Where
Yes.
my bitches? Where my bitches?
Give me my watermelon and hypodermic needle, bitch.
You put that money back in that motherfucking vault, or I'm gonna come over there and whoop your ass so
gonna be
goddamn hard.
That's going to be a kryptonite infused needle,
Yeah.
so that it'll actually pierce his skin, though.
Oh, nah, kryptonite infused weed. Snoop Dogg. Oh, there we go. Snoop Dogg is Super Pimp.
Because pimpin' is pimpin' is pimpin'.
Yes.
That's the tagline at the bottom of the poster. Cause pimpin' is pimpin' is pimpin'.
Yes.
Hey,
The planet Watts.
I'm gonna need about 10 minutes tomorrow at the shop with Photoshop, and we're gonna get that poster made and we'll print it.
Come in 10 minutes early.
Pimpin' is pimpin' is pimpin'.
Jackass.
Larry's like, you're not using company time
I
for
don't-
that shit.
I don't think there's been a good DC movie made since the Bat Nipples, George Clooney's Bat Nipples. Let's be honest.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I said that just to piss off Scott.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the Batman Express credit card. Oh.
Never leave home without it.
Fuck, why don't we go back to Christmas movies again?
What episode number is that? Because you
I
put
haven't the foggiest
you
idea.
put that shit out there, but you don't give the listener a guide as to where to find that Christmas movie.
It was 2 years ago at Christmas time. Y'all who listen to this podcast ain't stupid. Go find it.
You've been doing this podcast for what, 6 years?
6 years come
Yes.
September. Yes.
And Christmas is the same time. They have 6, maybe 12 if you want to get really picky about it. Episodes. They can figure it out.
Our
I believe in
anniversary
you, audience.
is September as well,
Yeah.
oddly enough.
But that's the extent of my rant that movies are just fucked up now. They just fucked up my childhood, fucking with my movies and shit. What's next?
You're just lucky you don't have kids, dude. Have you seen fucking cartoons these days?
I'm just actually surprised it took you to James Bond in that. Clearly, you didn't see the prequels to the Star Wars movies that ruined my childhood.
Amen.
Oh God! Here's the thing. I'm kind of like a Vietnam vet. I block that shit out until 3 a.m. when my fucking silly fan's going, and it's like I'm trying to evacuate Saigon. Yeah, I start thinking about that shit around then. There's only 3 Star Wars movies as far as I'm concerned. 1977. That's where I go.
You know what's really sad though? The prequels are fucking Oscar potential compared to the ones I got in my childhood. So, you know.
Are you peeking on purpose, Gorilla?
Yes.
I would take
He's a monster.
7, 8, and 9 over those prequels. They really.
The mouse ruined
I'll,
everything.
I'll put a little secret out there. So Greg and I have been planning to record separately and get some evergreen episodes in the can, similar to the Star Trek one. Star Wars has come up as one of those topics. So,
and if you want to drive
and
down
I
the
am
hill
ready.
and hang out at TR,
I am
Yes.
ready. I am ready to accept the vitriolic hate for some of my Star Wars takes. I accept that reality now.
Okay, I have one other thing to say about Superman, and I mentioned this about Lex Luthor. Now, we've had some good Lex Luthors. Gene Hackman. Kevin Spacey was not half bad. This fucking tech bro they have in this new Superman's ridiculous. You know how that motherfucker fights Superman? Like he's calling a chessboard. Standing in some tower going, I-4, 619, I'm sorry, you sunk my battleship. Literally, that's how he's fighting Superman. He's calling out numbers like Tuesday bingo night at the Sunnyside fucking retirement community.
Our YouTube viewer just went,
All the people that are old enough to remember the original Superman are probably playing bingo.
that's where you should be on Thursday night, Scott, in the bingo hall.
Oh fuck! He's been going over to the bar at the old folks community on Thursday nights for happy hour, haven't you?
No. I go over to Stones. I go to Stones for my happy hour and dinner, and then after the show that I do on Tuesdays. Oh, by the way, Pat Walsh Show, KFBK, 1530 AM, 93.1 FM, and on your free iHeartRadio app. I show up there on Tuesdays along with Pat Walsh, yak a little bit, and after the show, I head over to Thunder Valley. No, I do not go to the retirement community after that. That's on the weekends.
Well, that's because they're closed by the time the show's over, you fuck.
No, they're closed by the time the show begins.
That's true. Fair statement.
All right, since I spent all this time going through the rant, let me just go around the table and see how everybody's doing. Greg, how you doing there?
Upright and mobile. Been looking forward to this show, so, it's a good day. Good cigar coming, more good conversation. Maybe the two didn't regret their decision to join the program. We'll see.
Shit. Lawrence, how you doing, my friend?
I was 70-30 we were going to get kidnapped, so I lost the bet, but, the upside is we're too fat to carry, so I figured we were safe. I heard it was upstairs. I knew we were good. The fuckers aren't dragging us down a flight of stairs.
Well, so I'm James, and as the token lesbian, I drive a Subaru here. I don't have room for you motherfuckers anyway.
God damn. A Subaru?
Well,
Did you lose a bet?
no, but I also do have like.
His girlfriend's a breadwinner.
Well, yeah, she's a hot blonde nurse. Like,
See? What'd I tell you? Never heard this, never seen her.
Yep.
Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I actually make more per hour, but sometimes she does more hours than me. But what's fucked up? My company, I have better benefits than a fucking nurse. Explain that shit to me.
It's Teamsters, brother.
There
you go.
And hallelujah.
Gorilla. Talk to me. How you doing there in the gorilla enclosure? Well, actually, you are liberated from
I'm
the
liberated.
gorilla
Yeah,
enclosure.
I've been upgraded this lovely themed escape room that I kid. This is very cool.
There is an escape room on this street.
I didn't doubt it. It's Grass Valley. I don't know why holding the microphone like this, I was very tempted to interrupt your intro like Yoko Ono with Chuck and just see with a look on your face. I don't know why that I felt this way.
You do that too well. But now you're like a McGilla Gorilla episode right now. You're out of the pet shop and you're chilling outside. You're not, up in the enclosure anymore. So I can't even say you're in the enclosure. That's
No.
good shit.
No, I am not.
All right, Gregory, start with the introductions, man. Whoa. Wait. No. Greg's going to do the introductions.
I'm just the WAP. Nobody cares. I just talk with my hands.
So, for today's episode of the insanity that has since begun, and we're over 15 minutes, so our YouTube just went to shit, we have joining us James and Jeff. They are two of the hosts of the Tales from the Phoenix Cigar Lounge podcast. You all know James. He is James from Grass Valley, who sends us constant emails and is one of the only people, let me look at the right camera, is one of the only people that sends us damn emails. Get on it, people. info@LoomisCigarCartel.com.
Oh, yeah, that sounded real fucking convincing.
Cigar cart.
So, James, Jeff.
I loosen the cord around his neck.
James, Jeff, welcome to the insanity.
Thank you.
Jesus, man, what the fuck's wrong with you?
We need fucking public speaking classes for you fucks. I swear to God.
Take a breath before you speak. What was that?
Upright, shoulders back, full deep breaths from the diaphragm. For fuck's sake, my 12-year-old Boy Scouts can do better than this. Jesus.
Good.
Do they have like a badge for that in Boy Scouts?
Yes, they fucking do.
It's called public speaking.
Yes.
Never was a Boy Scout.
295 pounds. This is upright as I get. Fuck off.
You're doing fine. I'm yelling at everyone, but I'm actually just yelling at Greg.
This is why
We
I'm glad
have
the
a Greg
bananas
on
are not
ours.
here.
Will is fine, by the way. He's having a good day.
You're hiding it well.
Yes, you are.
Well, I got him all fucking jacked up on Dr. Pepper cream soda, so.
I haven't even opened that fucking thing yet.
It works by osmosis.
Yeah, you're just fucking excited, I can tell.
Osmosis? That must be the Italian. Slow down, speak into the mic, goddammit.
We don't speak with our mouths. We kung fu fight.
Osmosis. That sounds more like San Francisco to me.
Just a bit. We're in
Harold's
Grass
not
Valley,
here.
remember?
I didn't say mimosas.
Mimosa.
All right.
So James,
Yeah, I think
you
he's
were
starting to smoke a cigar.
Yeah, you were kind enough to provide us with a cigar. Would you mind telling everybody what's going on?
So, for the cameras, this is as much as you're going to see because I have to hold this fucking microphone. But we just take it as it comes. So this is the Casa Magna Anniversario Colorado. I think XV stands for 15, so it's the
It
15th
does.
anniversary. I'm not as old as some of these guys here who can tell me that all the Roman numerals and whatnot. At your average place, it'll have a sticker price of $15, but then there's going to be all those taxes and all that stuff on it. So I got these down at the Stuckey Jewelers walk-in humidor called the Phoenix Humidor at 148 Mill Street, downtown Grass Valley, California. And they cut out all the nonsense, and what you see on the cellophane is what you pay at the register. So it's $21 a piece. Not super great price, but they also have kind of like a exclusive, limited, rare anniversary editions. They got a couple of budget sticks down there. But mostly what they do is they sell jewelry, but they have a walk-in humidor because you get engaged and stuff. You want to take the guys and have a cigar. You got your stag night or whatever you're doing. And it's right there, and it's also right there on the strip. And if you're lucky enough to be a member at the Phoenix Cigar Lounge, you can come up as a guest, luckily, which is why thank you guys for joining us here. Then, you can smoke here. And also, we have the cleanest bathroom in downtown Grass Valley, which that's nothing to laugh
I
about
was
when
gonna
you see
say.
the porta potties out there in the parking lot when they have street events. So,
We might need to up that description just a little bit because I've been here before. Not here physically, but I've been to Grass Valley before for street events. And saying that the cleanest bathroom in Grass, you need to take that up like 4 notches.
it might be one of the cleanest bathrooms you ever visit in a public venue ever.
Okay, that's better.
So before we get too far away from this, because it takes 2 hands to say Stuckey Jewelers. I'm going to borrow this real quick.
Of course.
This is a beautiful cutter. Oh, my God.
Thank you.
Stuckey Jewelers cut out the nonsense, and what you see on the cellophane is what you pay at the register. That's a little segment we do on our podcast. So this is the Casa Magna Colorado. I just backed out of the page. Oh my God, this is horrible. And I'm like flailing the fucking microphone. Sorry, Gorilla. This is a Casa Magna Colorado 15th anniversary 6x54. The filler is Nicaraguan. The binder is Nicaraguan. The wrapper is Ecuadorian Habano. The strength is allegedly medium full. I think most of you more practiced smokers are going to say it's probably more medium. It also was ranked number 14 in 2024 by Cigar Aficionado, and it was given a rating of 93.
Those ratings are paid for.
Yes, they
Oh,
are.
yeah, we've had that discussion.
They are. We've all had our turns on our subjective podcast shitting on that, and then we can experience the flavors as we experience them. I'm gonna set my microphone down and light my cigar, and then if you gentlemen want to try some scotches, I've got some scotches.
Oh, we shall.
Well, I'm driving, so you all partake.
So I don't know if anybody did like a wrapper sniff and a cold draw, but the outside of this wrapper is like pure cocoa, and it reminds me of the La Polina 02 that we did on our podcast one episode ago. And if we light it and there's no cocoa at all on any of the puffs, I'll be saying that this is exactly like that cigar. And I bet it's going to turn out to be straight medium. The initial draw, the cold draw, is a not even damp rabbit cage straw. It's pretty earthy. And through the foot, if you sniff it, it's definitely got an iron soil smell to it. So, but I think this thing's just going to be probably medium for me.
Okay, hold on. All due respect, I heard rabbit cage straw.
What, you
I
never
have
had
not
you
heard-
never had a rabbit as a kid?
No, I never had a rabbit as a kid.
How about a gerbil?
No,
Have you been on a farm with hay that isn't wet?
No, he's a city boy.
no. I've used hay hooks, motherfucker. I know what hay is.
Not when you're
Hey,
collecting
not-
craps
hey,
winnings.
hey,
It's
hey.
not.
We're not talking about sticking somebody to the seat of a 64 Impala.
I have actually worked on a farm, and I have actually
So-
baled hay.
So it's like a dry hay.
Oh,
Like it's not a wet hay, but when you pull through, you're like, it's almost like that hay dust you get in your throat. You're like, ugh.
I can bid that.
Okay, Lawrence, what is it?
Youth Authority?
God damn. Motherfucker, they have you pick up trash on the freeway and shit. They don't have you baling hay.
Go out to Riverside County.
Oh, okay.
They send the white kids to the petting zoo. I hate to break to you, Scott. That's the secret.
Ah, yes.
I'll let Scott handle the finery. I do get what you're saying though. Greg or Larry or Scott, if you can help me, a while ago, back when I was working in there was in the Humidor, there was a short kind of pigtailed cigar, and it tasted very heavily of Hay Barn, and it was one of my favorites.
Are you talking about that one that came out of
If you're standing at the old Humidor doors, it was in the far left corner.
I think that was the Limited Cigar Group that was doing that.
Yeah,
It was
okay,
some
yeah.
funky weird thing.
It did smell kind of like, or to have a taste and smell of kind of a hay barn. And I told people that, and they're like, ew. And I'm like, no, not horse shit hay barn, like fresh cut dry hay. Yeah.
You will get a cigar that has a manure taste, but when you say manure, everyone immediately goes, it tastes like shit. No, manure has a earthy, well, it should have an earthy, they're eating the earth, but it's not like it's, stinky shit in your mouth. It's got an earthy, vegetal note. I mean, that's really the
Okay,
best way to say it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No. If you say, thank you. You say
Scott, we
manure-
like our poop cigars. Leave us alone.
Yes. Poop cigars.
They fertilize them with it.
Well, of course. They
We
fertilize lots
we
of
didn't get
things.
to you said that on the episode we were listening to on the way up here. We hadn't gotten to that yet.
I mean, a stockyard smells like shit, but if I go to Fleming's and my steak smells like shit, I'm not saying, ooh, it's a variance.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
It's okay.
Yeah,
we're cultured.
You
We
don't
get it.
say that until you see the check. $1,785. Funny,
What fucking steakhouse are you eating at in Dubai?
So immediately on the first couple of puffs, there's chocolate, and it's Cocoa Puffs. So it's weird because now you can say that it's got a cereal note. The hay note is there still. It's
You're-
Cocoa Puffs.
You're hurting, Scott. I want you to know
The
that.
hay note, I agree with you. For me, I don't get the chocolate in the palate, but that we've ranted many times on our show that everybody's palate's different, so it's the memory. But
So rub your tongue on the top of your mouth.
Oh, this is the guy. All right. I couldn't figure it out listening to it on the way up here. I'm like, which guy is it? Who's doing that? Oh, it's lemon and
But the
raccoon.
flavor's there. You'll get chocolate. I'm not saying it's like a fresh bowl of, whole milk and Cocoa Puffs, but there is a chocolate note in it. It's not Oreo.
Oh, God.
It's Cocoa Puffs.
We should have brought boxing gloves.
It's Grass Valley. There's probably a laser tag place or something we can sort this out at.
We're not that bougie anymore. They closed the 49er Fun Park.
Damn it.
You guys probably don't even have axe throwing and shit, huh? You
No.
do, but it's clampers, huh?
No, it's in my backyard.
Oh, there we go.
You can go just past the fairgrounds.
You know what
on
really
McCourtney,
pisses
and
me
there's a
off
guy
is the
that's
cops
got
don't give a
axe
shit
throwing
about the
stuff in his
kids riding
driveway.
quads in the street in my front yard, but they really get pissed when I do target shooting with like my actual pistol because it's in city limits.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see where that'd be a problem.
that's why I've never done it.
Scott, have you gotten to the lemon and raccoon portion of your cigar? Here it comes.
Now, you know better than this.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm fucking with you. Ooh, God, this is some awkward silence.
As I say to myself, very nice cigar. I do not get the Cocoa Puffs or the, hey.
Hey.
But
You get that? You get the hey.
no, I don't get that either.
Well, in the words of Bill Burr, you're tasting some smoke, you fucking asshole.
Thank you. I was trying to find a nice way to say it, but that pretty much, yeah, that sums it up.
But
It's
we
smoke.
play that game on our podcast sometimes.
Yeah, but back, being serious, back to this is a definite medium.
Yeah.
Yes,
A ton of smoke volume on this thing, man.
which I really
Yeah,
dig.
and that's what I want.
That's
man.
my jam right there.
When I sit my fat ass down and whatever I'm drinking, whether it's coffee, scotch, beer, anything in between, that's why I light a cigar. I want to pull some smoke through. I want to blow some smoke out.
That's right.
That's what it's about. I will go with the cocoa. I got the smell from that on the pre-light, and a little bit of cocoa. I think it's from the initial and tell me if you're thinking the same thing. From the initial light, a little peppier than what I expected from the smell. Would you say that?
You'll get more pepper through the retro hail. I don't catch it too much on the tongue, but blowing it through, I definitely through my nose wanted to sneeze. So there is some pepper in there.
Yeah, I didn't expect any pepper at all.
I didn't taste any at all.
from sniffing it, but
Yeah.
I'm getting just a little bit on the tip of my tongue. But no, price point's not terrible.
Nope.
But yeah, I don't think I've ever had one of these. And the label looks familiar, but I don't think I've ever had one of these, and this would be something to throw in rotation.
Oh yeah, I don't think I have either. But thanks for making me seem like an uncouth asshole. Thanks.
We don't need to make you seem like that.
So is this Casa Magna? Are they the house, or are they made by, like, what are they from a bigger tobacco house?
It looks like the logo on the back in the corner here isn't that Mi Quiera? The little one in the back.
I did notice that I have recognized that insignia somewhere else, but I have seen Casa Mega online and
Yeah, so have I.
but I've just never pulled the trigger because I don't really ever see any like reviews of them really,
Yeah.
and how they got number 14 on Aficionado paid for. I don't know how, because I've never seen a review on them, and I do watch, check out YouTube for reviews.
When you're done checking out Cigar Journal for articles and stuff, Half Wheel is priceless. So I'll just look this up live because they almost always tell you who rolled it. Tabacos de Exportación, and that's the name of the factory. So Google that shit if you want to know more.
Yeah.
But
it's
a
very
DR, so it's a DR hand roll with Nicaraguan binder and filler, Ecuadorian Habano.
I mean, when you look at the overall construction on the outside and everything, I mean, it almost has Oliva written all over it.
Which, by the way, we are smoking a limited edition cigar. I apologize, guys. We almost shouldn't even bother to review it because there's
Slow down, everyone.
52,500 of them, and that's it.
Oh, damn.
That's it. So
Well, thank you.
We
Shit.
Are, yeah, here we are talking it up, and hey, you sons of bitches ain't going to be able to get any of these.
yeah, by the way, yeah, that's kind of the same way with these scotches. Single barrel picks.
Here it comes, Julian.
Nope, I'm not gonna say the Kringle Cask Nation. I'm fucking drinking the Kool-Aid of Single Cask Nation, but I always rhyme it with something else because I'm basically preaching the good word of the single cask. So these guys have whiskey chops. They went and wrote articles for other people. They worked for, something spirits in the past. And because they had cigar writing or whiskey writing chops, they were invited to go tour distilleries. And they're like, what if me and my buddies wanted to buy a couple of these just single casks before you add it to the blend? And they're like, okay. And they started bottling. So they're independent bottlers. So these are all single cask picks.
Wow. Tell me what we're drinking here.
So this is a Tormore 10-year. It's a little bit young and it's a little bit hot. It's a 63%, 63.2% alcohol by volume. It's a Speyside Scotch.
Love Speyside.
Was finished in a first fill Oloroso hogshead, 4 years.
Wow.
It's good shit.
So
It's
10
good.
years.
It's a little hot, but
No, it's still
man,
good, though.
The back flavor on this is amazing.
Yeah, and like we have ice cubes and stuff like that, but it's like as a practiced, so alcoholics go to meetings, enthusiasts just drink it. So as a practice enthusiast, I just drink it straight. But I never shame anybody because like it opens up if you add a drop of water.
Just a cap full of water,
Yeah.
like half a cap full. It does open it up, and you get the aroma. So that's why I like putting just a little bit of water in there.
Yeah, there's no shame in that. We have bottled water. I did not bring a straw, but we can. It's hot.
Just sippy it with a straw?
It's hot.
What do you need a
No,
straw
you-
for?
you
You
use-
use it as an eyedropper and drop
Yeah,
it
because
in water.
eyedroppers are for acid because we're in Grass Valley.
Yeah, it's hard to get a clean eyedropper up here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
no,
like
I'm with you.
But it's hot, yes, but there's a caramel and a vanilla note that are very prevalent.
yeah. So
Okay,
it's
I'm on a what?
Vanilla.
Okay.
it's a bourbon barrel and
Vanilla.
then
I heard Bimini.
a hogshead.
I
for
don't
sherry.
even know. I gave up.
Caramel panini. What?
See?
I know what
I'll
I'm
make
getting.
one for you. It'll be delicious.
So when you get the smoke in your mouth, you guys feel like it's a dry. It's not creamy. It's really a
It's
dry.
drier. It's lighter. Like
Real
the
light.
last cigar we had was like really dense, like a viscous smoke. This is a little bit drier, a little fluffier.
I'd almost equate this to drinking a dry red because it does dry out the palate.
And that's why we have cheese and salami.
Well, that's Nicaraguan tobacco though for you. A lot of Nicaraguan stuff that I've had, I think is a drier finish.
I usually think it's more on the creamier side, but it could be.
Well,
if
are you going a lighter? Are you going more of a Connecticut? Or
No, never. Yuck. I'm not the Connecticut guy.
Never yuck. Look at that. All right, we're gonna have to put him into a couple of Connecticut's.
Yeah,
No, there are some good
There
ones.
is one
though.
that I think you
Oh,
should
yeah.
try. Have you guys done anything with apostate yet?
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't think we have. I think it's one we've talked about, but there is one, and I might have 3 here. And Julian might have some if he brought his cigars. There's the La Palina 1896
Okay.
Connecticut that blew me away. I was like, oh, I did bought a box because I was like, I would buy a box of these and smoke them, and they're really good. I bought the box press because I like more of a box press cigar. Anyways, it does add a little more to the flavor profile of this cigar. Not much, but it does. It funnels it down a little bit and gives you a little bit more. But that's like a full on medium, almost medium full Connecticut, which is rare. That's rare.
Yeah. Now we just smoked some Blackbird cigars on the last podcast. Felix Martinez has Folsom Cigar Lounge, and he had Blackbird in. I think they had 10 different boxes. They have a Habano that is really, really nice.
That's my jam. I like Habano
I'll get
all
you
the
one.
way.
Yeah,
all the way.
I'll get you one of those.
CLE 2 in Habano.
Yeah.
That's a magnificent one too.
So, like, if you like the nub line and you like any one of the nubs, I think the Habano nub is if you're going to go for a Habano, that's what you want.
That's funny. That's what I smoked on the way up
I
here.
think that's, I mean, consistently over a Habano line, the nub Habano is probably the best one you can have. The second best would be Rocky Patel's Edge, I think, is pretty far up there too.
Yeah. And for a Habano, Edge Habano's on my list. The one that I've been a lot is the Asylum 13 Habano and the Corojo. Those two I swap back and forth.
Asylum 13 makes a pretty good cigar. The only reason I don't really drift to them is because I think they're wildly inconsistent cigars. It's kind of weird because it's a good house, but I think they're wildly inconsistent.
Yeah, it can depend. I know that I've bought a box and I get what you're saying out of that one because sometimes I get one and it's tight, or sometimes I get one and it's loose or weird.
But
yeah.
I think flavor-wise they do. And, you know, like Habano's my jam. Corojo is really, I love those. Criollo is really good too. But I'm a dark wrapper and I'm a strong cigar guy. So,
Right.
I mean, there are Connecticut's that are good. I personally think Macanudo makes a really good cigar. If you're just looking for an everyday puffer of a Connecticut, Macanudo's good. But
Yeah.
it's not going to blow you away flavor-wise. It's not going to blow you away strength-wise. But it's going to be a just, you know, you're not going to bring it on a golf course because it's not going to help you.
No.
Well, that's the funny thing when you speak of the Macanudo in Connecticut, because that was my gateway. That was one of the first cigars I ever smoked, and that's what got me into cigars.
How long you been smoking cigars?
Since like 96.
There we go. That's about, I think, roughly when I started was mid-90s, somewhere in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
I didn't start on the Macanudo, although I did gravitate towards it in the 90s. The very first Connecticut I had was a La Gloria Cubana, and I just hated it. I thought it was just nasty. But now I've, you know, as you smoke longer or whatever, I find myself kind of drifting back to it because I think it's a good cigar. But Macanudo, any Monte Cristo is going to be, you know,
hell yes.
they're creamy, they're good, but they don't have the power. That's why I'm not a Connecticut guy. There's just not enough power for me. That La Palina, power.
La Palina's got a good punch to it.
For sure.
Perdomo has some really good stuff in their lighter, you know.
Have you guys had the new Legacy, Perdomo Legacy?
I
I
have
have
not.
not. I've seen those, but we haven't picked any up yet.
If I had my different Humidor, I brought my stupid fucking cooler. If I had my different to-go Humidor, I have a box of the Nicaraguan shade-grown wrapper Perdomo Legacy Epicure, which is their Toro size. I'll have to get your guys' P.O. box. I'll send you some with a Bovita pack in it.
P.O. box.
Exclusively UPS.
Exclusively UPS, huh?
Yeah.
So if any of you guys on this cigar, because I know Scott didn't like the idea of manure, but if you blow the smoke out and then push it back into your face with your hand, if that doesn't remind you of walking through a stockyards and what you smell.
You know, like he's a...
No.
I find it.
No. Just no.
Just let Jeff blow you a shotgun, Scott. Just a shotgun.
It's not a bacon wrapped jalapeno, but it's going to be a good shotgun.
Oh, wow. This is priceless.
So, James and Jeff, tell us a little bit about your show because our listeners probably don't know about it. I didn't know about it until you sent me the link.
Yeah. So, long story short, Tuesday nights here at the Phoenix Lounge, We get together. It's usually a bunch of gentlemen of a particular type. I'm usually the youngest guy here, except when our producer Julian is here. And it's a bunch of grizzled cigar veterans. Usually it's, straight scotch, straight bourbon, whatever is being poured. Occasionally we do a signature cocktail, but it's usually...
I was promised food when I was told about the Tuesday nights, and that has
gone
not
by the
happened.
wayside.
Bit disappointing.
Anyway, long story short, the mayor of Grass Valley used to be a member here as well. And mayor's coming up the stairs, and just different generations of individuals here, different outlooks on life, different upbringings. We've got, Metal Minnesota, which is Jeff. He's from Minnesota. I'm from Oakland, originally by birth, but I grew up here in Grass Valley. We've got 7 generations deep. We've got a Colorado transplant, and we're all just getting along. We've got different walks of life, different political values, and we're just all getting along smoking cigars. And she's like, sounds like you guys fucking solve the world's problems, not by a long shot. But she's like, no, just listen to you guys chat. This is I would listen to this on a podcast. And so I went downstairs and got permission, and we started recording.
We've talked about that 100 times.
Yeah, we have.
I came from the bar business as a younger man, and I've worked every type of bar business there is. 5-star restaurant, country club, strip club, you name it. I've bartended or bounced there. The cigar lounge is unique to every other type of entertainment venue, because the cross section of the population is just diverse. You can break bars down to, your neighborhood bar, your country bar, your sports bar, your whatever, country club, whatever. Cigars, just everybody comes across that, we had a bit one time at Tobacco Republic there in Loomis where there was probably 14 guys sitting in there, and I went around the room. Okay, the guy sitting next to me is the director of finance for the Department of Corrections for the state of California. The guy next to him, he and his brother owned at one time the largest commercial plumbing operation in the western United States. The kid next to them, medicated schizophrenic, still lives at home with his parents. That's how you never know who's going to be there. You never know who you're talking to. And by and large, everybody gets along. We've come to realize as adults, we don't have to have the same opinion on everything, and if you're not part of this talking point, then you move over there, or you get on your phone and, just...
Sometimes you learn stuff.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
Exactly.
There's a concept, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes it's okay to learn. You can have an opinion, but sometimes maybe your opinion ain't right. And if you learn a little something, it might sway you a little.
That's it right there.
Or you just don't have the
Do you find that
information necessary to form that opinion?
Correct. And do you find we find when you're in a group surrounded, the cigar culture is just a sharing culture all the way around. You share your stories, you share your philosophies, you share your opinions, and you just kind of grow as a group, especially if you form a group.
No, 100%. It's funny. I think you were coming up the stairs when we were talking about this off, pre-recording. The difference between a lounge with a TV versus a lounge without one. No TVs at Tobacco Republic. And it was... it's a little bit different vibe now than it was, say, 15 years ago. Now you can launch a missile from your phone. You get internet, you get whatever. Back when it was flip phones, not as many people on their phone as there are today. But, I made the comment to James that, when we're traveling, you walk into a lounge that has a television playing, you could be in there an hour, 2 hours, and never really say anything to anybody, because they're just engrossed in that, or they're engrossed in their phone. And to me, the relaxing part of getting to the lounge and parking your ass in a chair is that conversation, that camaraderie.
Right.
You know, and I think we've lost a little bit of that, you know, with the technology, but, you know, we try to pull it back. You know, we'll engage, you know, like if all 3 of us or 4 of us or whatever are in TR on a Thursday night, which is typically when we go down there, you know, we recognize, you know, the regulars because, you know, we've been going in there 15 plus years.
Right.
Raj's
Pretty
still
much
there
all
playing
of us.
chess on his cell phone.
No, fuck yeah.
Yes.
Fuck
He's either
yeah.
he's either playing chess, watching chess, or his new favorite fantasy is watching taser videos.
Oh, I've got a new site for him.
Oh, I love taser videos.
Oh,
I am telling
okay.
you.
Here's a recommendation. Check out Shane's Dumb Criminals. That channel is fucking gold.
I'm pretty sure I've probably seen it because my favorite thing, like when I was laid up with my knee, recovering with my knee, Cops was always on, and I scream at the TV, "Tase them! Just tase them!"
You know what? Here's the thing, and maybe you can help me out here or agree with me on this. Have you noticed nowadays cops are acting like hotel concierge? They're being real nice and shit. They're telling people shit like 8 or 9 times. And I'm just like, you fucking told them twice. Light them up.
Yep. I do find myself just like, you've given them every chance. 2, 3 times, that's a chance. Just tase them.
So my man Shane, he's got a name for the taser. And I'm glad he has not like copyrighted it or what do you call it, trademarked it? Sergeant Sparky.
I love it.
I fell out laughing. That is my channel right there because he's like, well, he's about to get 50,000 volts of act right. Bring out Sergeant Sparky. Oh, God, and the screen, it's just, oh.
I'll have to check it out. But I've watched tons of things on YouTube with the tasers, and I'm just like, it's my go-to. I'm just like, just tase them, get it over with. But so one of my helpers was a security guard, but he was a police officer. He got out of it, retired, I think maybe, and just became a security guard. But he did tell me, oddly enough, if you tase someone, it's more paperwork than if you just shoot them. It's really bizarre because if you tase them, there's all kinds of questions. Why was the taser deployed? Why, what was the reaction to the taser? And he was telling me all this stuff, and I was like, so just shoot him next time. It'll save you some paperwork. I mean, the taser is just a gentle way of saying I wanted to shoot you, but I couldn't.
Did you just steal my conservative card? Because, I mean, that's like really, really Republican of you to say. He's our token blue no matter who. I caricaturize myself. I disavow what I'm about to say, but I caricaturize myself as a white, right-wing, racist, bigot, homophobe. And he's our token blue no matter who, which is
not
why
true.
It was so surprising that we were all getting along so well when the mayor came up here one night and was like,
Put it in check, did you?
My what?
Put it in check, did
No.
you? No.
I tell you what, I'm from Minnesota, which is very liberal, and then I moved to California, and California will fuck the liberal right out of you.
Yeah.
It will literally make you go, nope.
yeah, we caricaturize ourselves. So he's always like, really, really compassionate and kind, and I'm just like, fucking shoot him. Like,
I don't know. You watch enough Cops,
it
it does pop out of your mouth where you're just like, listen, I'm okay with going, hey, no, fuck it, you're done.
stupid is supposed to hurt.
Yes.
Right? Well, it did when I was a kid, I'll tell you
That's
what.
right. My old man came from the theory of, you want to put a fork in a light socket? Try that shit out.
Go for it.
Hurts like a son of a bitch, doesn't it? Don't do that again.
the girl is so happy you pulled your mic behind your ear for that.
Yeah.
So can I interrupt?
I love you.
Can I interrupt for a minute here?
No.
I brought you guys a gift. So if you decide to smoke these on the show, it better just be the 3 of you because that's all I brought. But as James knows, as a loyal listener of our show, I brought him some of my last Stars. I opened up my stash and the box for you.
Oh, hold on, you cheap fuck. You're giving him a box, but it only has 3 cigars in it?
Well, I don't need the box. I have plenty of damn boxes.
Wow.
Okay?
And if you want, Julian can turn those into ukuleles.
Ah.
See, but there's also stickers in here.
Yes, I put some
Yes,
Beyond the
Beyond the
Humidor
Humidor
stickers in.
swag.
I have a naked cooler that needs more fucking stickers on it. It already says toxic and flammable on it.
Actually, you know, one of the coolest things I saw on our Facebook page the other day is our buddies out in Tennessee. They posted a picture. They were at a cigar event with Matt Sass. Matt Sass has one of our stickers on the bottom of his humidor. And so I get a message from these guys going, hey, asshole, where's ours? They're in the mail, guys. Don't worry. But yeah, it was just cool to see that it's migrating halfway across the country now.
We sent them in that brown truck, so you might get them next month.
Oh, no, I sent him FedEx. They might see him next year.
Wow.
If they see him at all.
You can see him at a joint.
Where's your brand loyalty, man?
My brand. You know, if I want to get something somewhere quickly, I'll send it. If I want to get it somewhere quickly and get ass raped in the process, I'll send it through UPS.
Wow.
Because the fees are exorbitant.
We are not the cheapest, and
If
that
I
is the
want to-
absolute truth. We
If
are
I want to
not.
send something cheaply and hope and pray it'll get there, USPS. As far as FedEx goes, I don't send them at all.
Yep. You got cheap, fast, and good. If you want it cheap and fast, it's not gonna be good.
Exactly. Larry's got that sign up in his shop.
It's fucking right. It's a sign guy thing and a mechanic guy thing, and then
So
the rest of the world figured it out also.
And a photography thing, let me assure you.
Yeah.
I did have a customer ask one time. They're like, "Oh, I really need to get this to Florida. It's this guy's birthday, and I need it there, and it has to be there by this date." And he's like, "What would you send it?" And I said, "Well, I kind of am a little biased here. I would send it UPS because he's actually going to get it." I said, "Cheap? It's not going to be cheap." I'm like, "It's 2 bottles of rum and whatever else he was sending. I don't remember what it was, but it was a heavy box." I said, "It's going to be expensive, but it'll get there in 7 days."
I'm gonna
Plan
open the
10.
box and take one of the bottles. So
Right.
it'll
10.
be a little lighter.
You got to think 7 to 10 days. UPS is going to get it there. It's going to show up, and it's probably going to be fine. FedEx, 10 to 12 days, and the post office, it's going to say it shipped, and then that's it. So you track a post office package, and you know, hey, they've been around the longest.
It's going from here to Florida. Why is it in Des Moines?
Yeah. Well, it's still showing at your shop.
Yeah.
Like I had, I ordered from Vice Grip Garage. It's a YouTube channel I watch, and on the giveaways, I'll order a T-shirt or a sticker or something just to get it. And I was like, it shows that it's still there 20 days later. I'm like, am I going to get this thing or what? And then all of a sudden it'll just show up, and I'll look at the tracking. It still shows in Tennessee. And I'm like, wow, you guys this is great.
Nice.
Hey, Marilyn, can you update the thing for us so it shows that it shipped out?
Well, thank you, Greg. I very much appreciate this.
Yeah, thank you. That's
this will not be my first. It will.
We
be,
had last SARS before, didn't we?
Yeah, it'll probably be Julian's first though. So
Sorry, Julian.
I tried to get him over here. He won't come over here.
There. I know where 600 of them -3 are, and you ain't getting them.
Yeah, they're a great cigar. I mean, whenever Caldwell comes out with something new, exciting, and different, I actually have some of their like spin-off lines. Like I got the Butter Maduro in my cooler humidor. That's why I'm building my own fucking homemade humidor. I've got a desktop humidor, I've got a to-go humidor, I've got a cooler humidor, I've got like a little Herfador, like a little 5er holder. I've got fucking cigars just coming out of my ears. It's, it's part collection, part.
You say this as if it's a problem.
Yeah,
It's a
well,
sickness.
I know, and I have that same problem.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just gonna build a plus or minus 22 cubic feet of storage. So it's gonna be 45 inches wide, 36 inches tall, 24 inches deep. And then I've got this beautiful slab of black walnut that one of my customers milled up for me. So I had a customer give me a slab about 3 inches thick, and then I had another customer with a bandsaw slice it down the middle. So now I've got 2 plus or minus inch thick slabs, and I'm going to cut my boards out of that and then run it through the planer and get it all uniform to about 3/4 inch thick. And I'm going to build a beautiful top, and then I'm going to line it with Spanish cedar, and it's going to be fucking gorgeous.
Sounds like it.
Sounds awesome.
We'll want pictures when you're
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
through the whole
Like,
process.
I will send all the picture porn. I'll try and keep it, cigar related. There might be there might be some back fat in there. I don't know.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Like, because one of those days I'm just waiting for urethane or lacquer to dry. I might have to make some pork belly burnt ends or something.
Oh, gonna challenge the champ, are you?
I've already done my first experimentation. and
Okay,
there
I
was
want to
nothing
hear
bad.
this. Talk to me.
Wait a minute. You realize this motherfucker has his own cape.
I've not heard about the cape,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I know that there's usually a knife fight in the line to go get his barbecue. It's like some fucking.
You have to ask Larry about that. I wasn't there for the knife fight.
It's some Waffle House.
There was
shit
probably a
trying to
clamper.
Get at his.
Son of a bitch snuck in. No, Scott can throw down some barbecue.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, I feed my Caucasian slave labor, except for the one without papers. So, like my.
I have papers. I'm not saying they're correct. I mean,
Ice will be around
I've
shortly.
got paper, don't you know?
So I made brisket for my roofing crew because I just called a bunch of UPS guys to strip my roof, and we did it in about 5 hours one day.
Yard kind of looks like shit, but the roof is clean.
we did all right keeping them in piles.
We did pretty good.
We did pretty good.
Pretty
I
good.
love it.
And yeah, so I did my roof mostly myself with a crew of UPS guys for the strip down, and then I had some sign guys from Grass Valley Sign come and help put the tar mat down, and then I had the guys around the corner who have a roofing company just come and install the material after I ran out of time, because it took me about 2 weeks to get it ready, because it took 24 full sheets of plywood to just get everything back to normal. My house is like 32 years old, so it was time for a roof.
It's an art putting that tar paper down. I tell you.
Oh,
that
yeah, it
shit's
is.
no joke, man.
And we were doing it in the heat, and I kept thinking, and we did finally say we shouldn't be doing it when the sun's out, because it didn't matter if you looked at it cross-eyed, it slurred around. I was like, we were like, oh, this isn't a good look.
Grass Valley Signs.
I pay people for that shit.
They're good guys. They're good guys.
I know those guys.
Shall we jump into some news here?
Yeah, let's jump into
Yeah,
some news.
tell me some
Gregory.
news.
I got a few things here. So, California's fucking at us again. California's adding a new fee to be imposed on tobacco products. This includes premium cigars, which will severely impact the variety and affordability of cigars available at your local shop. Cigar Rights of America is currently actively working to exempt premium cigars, which are definitionally unflavored from these unfair regulations. So I would advise all our listeners that you should probably consider, if you're a red-blooded American cigar smoker, joining Cigar Rights for America and help the fight against the government.
Fucking liberals.
Yes. There's
Sorry.
also a new trend. We've seen this before, but apparently it's it showed up again. Massachusetts. Yeah, reiterating itself. Massachusetts is leading the way again, with 16 of its municipalities voting to ban generational smoking again. Restricting anyone born, say, prior to 2000 or anyone after 2000 can't buy tobacco.
What the fuck is that Logan's Run shit?
You're a freaking adult. You should be able to make your own damn decision, right? There's also efforts to restrict access to tobacco. Some places, such as New York and Connecticut, are attempting to increase the tax on premium cigars to 125%.
Of course they are.
Yes. On to more positive news.
Does that come with a reach around?
It should, but it won't. They didn't use lube either. They're going to use hot sauce.
They're going to use the cigar and jam it up there. They'll get your manure.
You said it before I could say it.
Now every cigar is a Maduro.
Some might be a double.
So Gellis Family Cigars, also known as Warped, is releasing an international exclusive, the Pierre Unique at Drummond Trade Show this year. It rolls out like this. It is a 6x52 Vitola, Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, Nicaraguan, Dominican, and Peruvian Perla del Oro fillers, Brazilian Arapaca binder. It's going to be a medium plus body. No, it won't. Crafted at Tabacadera. It's crafted somewhere, and that's as far as you're going to get. They've been aged.
Just say Brazilian words.
Yeah, no shit. Additional year aging prior to boxing. It's available in 15-count boxes. MSRP is a little steep. It's $40 a cigar. 500 boxes were made. We won't see these in the States. This is the international market.
Greg, I am setting you up for a Toastmasters meeting.
Okay.
It's a Tabacalera La Isla.
Yes, that one. That's it.
Say it, Jeff. Say it.
La Isla Burrito.
Yes.
Yes.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Now, news from the PCA Board of Directors.
Aprender de la Zapateria.
That too. Match Belchler resigned from his position at Rocky Tail Premium Cigars, which also recently announced his leaving his position as a PCA Board of Director.
Rewind the tape. What Patel?
Rocky Patel
Thank
Premium
you.
Cigars.
Thank you.
It's like listening to an audiobook at 6 times speed.
Anyway, so
I understand it.
this cat resigned, right?
Got it.
Guess who took over his board position?
Who?
George Rico with Gran Habano. That's going to be a win because that guy does great cigars. Yeah, they are. Okay, I have something here, as Scott probably read. It says Nampa Boise Meridian goes down a stage. Yes, they really did go down a stage, and here's why. Bear with me with the awkward silence.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I can fill this silence. So the gentlemen who are consuming scotch with me, we've switched over to the Amber Fieldy 10-year. It's a Highland region scotch. It is 57.8% alcohol by volume. It's distilled at Amber Fieldy Distillery. It's aged 7 years in an ex-bourbon hogshead and then finished 3 years in a Oloroso hogshead. And this is one of 263 bottles, and when it's gone, it's gone.
Don't go looking for it. All right, you ready for this one, Scott?
I'm ready for this, sir.
Bucky's coming to Meridian. Boise Dev has the exclusive. Comment gas for the full story. Public records show the Texas-based chain of huge travel centers plans a big one at Meridian Road and I-84. With 104 fuel pumps and more than 70,000 square feet of convenience store space, this would be one of the largest convenience stores in the
All
world.
hail Bucky's.
Bucky's features a brisket bar, house-made fudge, dozens of jerky flavors, award-winning clean bathrooms, and a lot more. Have you ever been to a Bucky's? Take our poll and let us know. And comment gas, and we'll send you the full story on Boise Dev.
Not yet, but Bucky's going to pop my cherry someday.
Don't bother. You want the cleanest bathrooms in the when you're traveling, visit a Maverick.
Do you want your throat slit?
I'm driving your ass home, so go ahead, try it. That being said,
Yeah, and nobody's going to pick you up as a hitchhiker.
no one's not, especially not up here in Grass Valley. So the thing that interests me is the site that this Bucky's is going to sit on is 74 acres.
As it should.
It's gigantic. I thought Idaho was a premium location to move to. Not anymore.
You know, you're just
Well,
talking
blame
shit.
California for that, bro.
You are talking shit, but you know that when that Bucky's comes through, yeah, we're going to Idaho, and I'm going to spend half a day in Bucky's.
You go right ahead. I'll be at the Oasis Boise smoking with Mr. Brown while you're getting beaver nuggets.
Yeah, beaver nuggets, brisket. Oh my God, that's wonderful.
I knew it would be for you.
I'm happy. I'm happier than a runaway slave.
Is this what it feels like when a someone you like gets sucked into Scientology?
Yes. Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Okay.
You have not experienced Bucky's. That's why.
Shut up, Scott.
Rest in
Tell me,
peace.
shut up. You know it. I know it. They all know it.
Just all I gotta say is rest in peace, Hickory Bronze October.
Da, 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 da,
Anthony,
da, da.
say the line.
I have so many.
You know the line.
Give me one ping Vasily. One ping only, please.
Not that one. Wait. Not that one. You would receive the Order of Lenin.
You will receive the Order of Lenin for this. Cue music. There you go.
Thank you.
Don't cue the music.
We will
this
slip
time, though.
by the American patrols. How many SHs can he fit in a sentence? That's what I want to know.
He's got a shit in the
Pass
seat of
the
his
show.
Austin Martin.
Pass the shononetch.
Okay.
still fucking love that movie.
That is one of the
so do
greatest
I.
movies. It's also an
Anthony?
excellent book.
Anthony, when,
Anybody need
when
a
Lincoln
refill of a
Theater
different scotch?
does like the stage play to Hunt for Red October, if your ass is not Marco Ramius, I'm going to be angry. The officers and I.
With
will
the
go
advances in
below
AI, we could probably make this happen.
and we will scuttle the ship.
I think we should do the voiceover to a Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoon with the voiceover from Hunt for Red October.
We have done it, Natasha. We have called Moosh and Squirrel.
Perfect.
Outstanding. I think we finally found something that you're good at.
Should we do a cigar check-in? We're
Yes,
halfway
yes, I
through.
think we should.
Probably.
Gentlemen, you're the guest, so please, by all means, go first.
This is my second one. I would never give. I mean, we're all friends here, so I would never give a friend a cigar that I haven't tried yet, unless I'm trying it for the first time with them. But for a podcast, I wanted to make sure that it was a good one. So, second time is just as good as the first. Consistency, fantastic. There's a couple left down at the Phoenix Humidor. I grabbed the majority of the box after trying it and then buying 7 of them for today.
And the address is again
148 Mill Street, downtown Grass Valley, California 95945. If you're between like Loomis and Grass Valley and you're heading to Reno, you feel like paying California taxes on your cigars before you get to Reno, stop by the Phoenix Humidor and stock up. Maybe you got a ride that you smoke in and you got nothing for the road. They've got a bunch of fantastic cigars. They have a huge selection. They got Rocky Patel, Arturo Fuente, CAO. They got some Gurkhas down there.
My father. They got my
Oh,
father.
they've got a
down
huge
there.
selection of My Fathers. They got some Lanceros. I almost grabbed the My Father Lancero for the podcast, but
That's a good one.
And
Hey,
I think down there, and it's too bad they're closed. He got a special Oktoberfest cigar in a size that you can't get, and that thing was beautiful.
oh yeah, it's spelled with a K. It's Oktoberfest. It's like,
What was the make? I can't remember now.
God, it's like quesarita or something like that.
Something like that.
Hey, real quick, Tommy, did you hear that part about try the cigar first before you throw it in the mail, jackass?
Now, you really going to put that out there when this poor man is going through another round of chemotherapy?
I love the guy, but try the cigar before you send it to us, please.
Yeah, you gotta you don't want to spoil a podcast. Like I would never give unless we were purposely smoking dog shit.
We did.
Oh,
we did
God.
that.
Oh yeah,
We did it too. It was an Opus X.
Ooh.
Oh.
yeah.
It was one of the it was the
It was the this size one. I don't even know what the size was, but it was a little bit
Petite
bigger
Corona.
than my pinky. And it was just the words hair fire and tire fire.
I struggled mightily to give it compliments. I was the only one that was trying to give it compliments, and I still was landing on it was a tire fire wrapped in a wet diaper full of Indian food. It was just so bad. I mean, and we've talked on our podcast, I don't know if you guys do, the price should kind of play a factor, and if you for the size cigar it was the size of our pinky. It was not big, but for $25, I mean, I should have at least went, hey, there's tobacco. We never tasted tobacco. It was dog shit from the start.
Yikes.
How's that manure treating you?
It wasn't even manure. I mean, at least manure, it has a sweet, earthy note to it. This was pure
Canine feces.
It
You're
was
starting to worry me that you're an authority on manure.
My dad worked at a stockyards.
Oh, well, okay. Okay.
My grandpa was a farmer.
Makes sense.
I loaded a barn. I think one of the very first episodes we did, I tell people that my brother and I got a lesson in money from my grandpa because we used to complain about doing chores. So my dad hooked us up with grandpa, and he was like, hey, grandpa's going to pay you. You guys are going to do some work. And this was probably 1980-ish, somewhere in there, because I would have been 9-ish.
Wasn't even born yet.
And grandpa had us load hay in the barn. And we got all day we're out there loading this hay up in the barn. $5.
Oh, I was going 3.
Nope.
Wow.
$5. We didn't bitch about a single chore after that.
Yeah. I tried picking cotton once.
Did you now?
I did.
Your hands are way too soft for that.
Oh, hell no. No.
He does it to himself, audience.
Why do I do what to myself?
Had to be cotton, didn't it?
Yes, it did have to be cotton. It was only for a second. It wasn't like I was out there in the fields singing Swing Low.
You could have lied. Could have been tomatoes. Could have been spinach. We wouldn't have known.
It was cotton.
All right.
Yeah, it was cotton, and I don't know how folks did it.
Hold on. Where?
Baker's Polk.
What?
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield. They grow a lot of it down there.
Oklahoma, also
What-
known as California.
What is this, like a 6th grade field trip? What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, no, my stepdad thought it'd be cool. He saw some cotton and said, oh, try to pick some cotton. Them little stickers fucking hurt. Just for the sake of just picking like, a little bit of cotton to see, oh, is this, ow, how the fuck did my people do that shit? Like,
It was that white guy on the horse with the whip that probably changed the fucking program a little bit. Hey,
You do have a
it's
point.
that Eddie Murphy line, right? I'm sure the
Exactly.
first motherfucker off the boat said, suck my dick. And then there were 12 guys with whips, and everybody else on the gangplank was like, nah, we'll pick that shit. Keep them sons of bitches and them whips back.
If I wasn't so sensitive to the sun with my beautiful white skin, I got hands for picking cotton.
Look, this is Casper the Friendly Ghost with a beard.
No, I get bronze and sassy. Look at that.
Who's stopping you,
that's from the
savage?
job. But no, like these hands are built for picking cotton.
I thought your arm was just dirty.
So the gorilla has something he wants to circle back to. How many acres did you say the Buc-ee's will be acquiring?
74.
74 wonderful acres. That is pilgrimage
Anyone-
It's like
worthy.
73 and a half
Anyone-
more acres than I have.
Anyone want to take a guess the total acreage for just the Anaheim Disneyland? Just Disneyland,
50.
85.
Okay.
California Adventure, 72. That is obscene.
And that
That
doesn't
is
count,
not
that doesn't count the
obscene.
parking
That
lot,
is an
right?
obscene. No, that's not the parking lot. That is the gated 72 for California Adventure, 85 for Disneyland, counting the new Star
24
Wars.
of it's going to be in cotton in case Scott comes by.
Yeah.
I know the mayor of Meridian. I will make a phone call after we're done.
That's obscene. Buc-ee's isn't good enough to have fucking theme park amount of land. I'm sorry.
Yes, they are.
Well, you gotta-
Thank you for saying yes to that, because that doubles my thank you for agreeing with me with what I said when I got back from Kansas. Buc-ee's is a fucking Buc-ee's is a fucking theme park with gas pumps. That's all it is.
For
It's
rednecks.
it's a fucking county fair that's less fun. They're 3 steps away from having one of those shitty Eastern European run fucking tilt-a-whirls out front.
Hey, if they got corn ribs along with their brisket, I'm signing up.
Gorilla, what did Buc-ee's do to you?
Yeah, what exactly did it do to you?
Hey, show us.
Buc-ee's-
Did
Buc-ee-
they run out of brisket?
Show us.
So it was sometime about
Show us on Julian where Buc-ee's hurt you.
No, fucking
Sorry, dog.
fucking
He's over there looking at me like, hey, motherfucker. You still got to leave here.
He is the sensitive guy. He would actually like report it.
I
He used
think
to be a teacher.
I think it was about 6 months ago when we opened a show and our table was just a mountain of Buc-ee's shit. And my thought during the intro was, this is just performance capitalism. This is wonderful.
By the way, Rich Denhart out in Georgia, we still thank you for
You
sending
know,
those.
that was fantastic, but Jesus Christ, that was a lot of
Because
shit.
goddamn, I will say this, okay, as much shit as I give Scott about Buc-ee's, those fucking beaver nuggets are addictive.
Again.
Hey, you got to be careful, man. You got to make sure that bag stays right at the front of the cabinet, because if that gets rotated to the back, you end up with a fifth of a bag of beaver nuggets.
It turns into a brick.
It turns into one solid fucking beaver nugget.
You own a fucking hammer, don't you?
Yeah,
That's
but
how
see,
you get ants.
in your house, Scott, I'm sure it doesn't last long enough to get solid.
No, it does not.
No, either you eat it or the wife throws it away. It's like, this has been here 3 days.
No,
I'm
realistically-
getting this the fuck out of here. This is stale.
Larry, who's got the sweet tooth in that house? You know Pop's eating like 2/3 of a bag on his own.
That is true.
Yeah, I just saw a picture of Pops flat out on the ground. You sure that wasn't beaver nuggets?
Nah, that was corn whiskey, baby.
I was going to say diabetic coma.
That too. That too.
Oh, that you guys talk all this shit. See,
Hey, email me that. We'll blow that up and print it so we can put it in Pop's room when he comes home.
oh shit.
I'm going to blame you.
They all talk shit about Buc-ee's until they got their mitts on those beaver nuggets. When I told them when I came from Florida about Buc-ee's and Buc-ee's became our mascot for many a show, they talked massive shit. They thought something was wrong with me.
Here it comes. I can feel the gorilla.
I have a sojourn planned to hit a Buc-ee's my next road trip.
Oh, you hit. Oh, yeah. You do that.
I'm going
I
to the
want you to
promised
An
land.
extra day.
Yeah.
Full report will be required.
Yes.
I'll give it to you in novella form like my usual emails.
No. Now you've been on the program. You freaking email us and say, "Hey, I'm coming down to join you," and you sit on a mic. That's a given.
Do you know how much a manager at Buc-ee's fucking makes?
Probably over 150K.
You goddamn right.
Fucking better. Like he's managing a theme park.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's got to put up with people's children.
No, that's what the stuffed beaver's for.
Ah.
You know, the beaver comes out and waves at the kids, and they take pictures with Bucky.
They have like a child care
It's a
section,
fucking
so
Chuck E.
like you can
Cheese.
fill up
It's
your
a fucking
RV
Chuck E.
that's
Cheese.
dragging your fucking boat.
It's a Chuck E. Cheese with
It's a
better
fucking
food.
Chuck E. Cheese.
With better food.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese is fucking horseshit for food.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you start selling your pizzas for $2.99
Right.
during COVID.
Hey, forgive me, Buc-ee's, for I have sinned. I got 2 bags of beaver nuggets from Scott for Christmas. I threw half of one away. I got tired of eating.
That's
Shut your dirty whore mouth.
that's dietary sabotage. Like
You're
I mean,
absolved, my son.
It sat. I slowly made my way through one, opened the second one, and by March, I'm like, I'm just throwing these away.
They are available on Amazon Prime, but there is a markup.
And I have ordered them on Amazon.
Mhm.
I have ordered them. I think I gave those to you motherfuckers for Christmas.
Yes, you did. We ate them.
Yes, you did.
My household is like, "Are we ordering more?" I'm like, "No."
Because
No.
we'll get them as gifts.
Yes.
I got a 12-year-old in my house. He'll probably help me finish them off if I don't. Like,
Oh yeah, the kids will plow through those.
Oh, no.
Problem is he's going Mach 1 at 3:15 in the morning.
That's
after
fine.
a half a bag.
but
of
it's
beaver nuggets.
summer break, and it's like as long as I hear the clacking on his keyboard, it's like he's safe. He's gaming. It's fine. You know.
It's safe. He's talking to some Indian guy. It'll be fine.
No. So my guy, he's not mine. He's actually my girlfriend.
Non-bred?
So my daughter's 20, and my girlfriend's is 13, and separate parents. So
Hold on. Your girlfriend's son is
My
13.
girlfriend's
Let's
But he's-
clarify that
yeah.
because that did not sound right.
he's like so when we go.
Are we on
places
Epstein Island or
for
what?
like for like guy time to get away from the ladies.
Wait, it didn't exist.
I
You're right.
introduce him as my
Silly
best
me.
friend because he's the only guy I know who ever has leftovers when we go out to eat. So like, yeah, 13-year-old and he actually has leftovers. Like we try and split.
Was he vegan?
No, like he's just
No, he's a new millennial.
he.
Well, actually, what would he be?
He'd be like a Zoomer.
Gen-
He's 13. Maybe he's Alpha.
He's Gen Z
yeah.
or Gen Alpha.
Somebody in a schoolroom somewhere said you can't eat that much, or you'll get fat.
Oh, he puts it away. He just doesn't put enough away. Because, so if you get, like, the biggest pie they have at most of our local pizza joints,
California doesn't have
just
good
can't-
pizza, FYI.
He can't hold up his end. Well, you are converted to the bicycle thief.
Yeah, but it's still, I would rather go.
Chicago deep dish. What are you?
No, he's New York.
No, actually, I'm Chicago deep dish. I'm a deep dish guy for sure. 100%.
He makes a phenomenal deep dish. We do like a quarterly. We're overdue. We do a quarterly meal, and then we record a podcast afterwards. So all of our palates are the same, and then we all smoke the same cigars, drink the same drinks and stuff like that up here. So I brought in peppercorn prime rib steaks.
Delicious.
So
Absolutely.
like I got
Bunch
like
of fat guys laying around on the couch. Looks like a nerve gas attack.
drinking port and red wine, and then we finish off the night with some whiskey. It's awful. You
I
guys
brought
should come
in a
and suffer with us sometime.
15-pound lasagna.
You're talking my jam, both of you.
Yeah.
But I'm about a third left. Medium full, this is not. It's a solid medium at best.
At best.
At best, a solid medium. I would even be comfortable giving this to somebody who's
This
says,
is a novice.
I'm a casual smoker. I smoke maybe 1 or 2 a month. You'll like this.
Yeah, if you're cigar curious, this is right in your wheelhouse. If it's your first cigar, maybe not, but second or third cigar ever, I'd hand this to somebody and be like, you're going to fucking like this.
Yeah.
Anybody
and your next
getting
cigar might be a Maduro.
anybody getting cocoa wheats? And if you're not from the Midwest, you wouldn't know. But
No, we wouldn't.
this is like cocoa wheats on like a rye toast.
And Scott cocoa wheats, they come in that plain bag. They're on the bottom shelf at the Piggly Wiggly.
Gotcha.
None of us voted for Walz for our governor.
I didn't either, technically. However, I do have the distinction on our podcast as being the only host that has had actors from the movie Predator as their governors. Jesse Ventura.
Good.
True.
Absolutely.
And he was a really good governor. I thought Arnold did a good job. However, because he did marry a Kennedy, he did swing the fence to the wrong side.
He's a rhino.
But he did. I thought Arnold wasn't bad. I
He wasn't a worse governor.
I mean, he's a cigar smoker. How bad could he be?
Have you seen the Netflix Arnold?
No.
Oh, it's worth every minute you put into it. Arnold, I would love to get Arnold on our podcast. That guy is just great, and as a cigar guy, he's amazing.
This is the operation we went under. We send out emails. The worst they could do is either ignore us or say no.
On that note,
Did you send the emails you were talking about?
I have drafts sent up. I'm going to I'm at the step now. I need to figure out how to get a hold of these people.
Go through their agent.
Yep, I'm working on that. No, I am currently drafting a letter to former President Barack Obama because he is a fan of MASH. And Ethan and I have agreed with Greg's concept of you're either never going to get an answer, worst case scenario, you hear no. So we'll see.
That could be fun.
or you might get a really cool rejection letter with his signature.
Dude, a really cool, even a letter saying like, my schedule. Who cares? Anyway. But hey, yeah. What Greg's talking about, by the way, is a quick MASH podcast tangent. After Margaret Houlihan's actress Loretta Swit passed, I kind of got motivated to finally get over my, they don't want to be bothered, they're retired mentality, and I am going to send just a casual, hey, I really appreciate the work you did on this show, and it means a lot to me. Hope you're doing well. Letters to like Alan Alda, Gary Berghoff. And just casually mention that I have a MASH podcast, and who knows?
Well, it's like I told
Alan Alda still podcasts. Like,
Yeah.
he has his own thing, so you never know. Worst we get is a no. Hopefully we get a cool letter. Miracle of miracles, we get to talk to Alan Alda or Barack Obama.
He shows up at the shop looking for you.
I would fucking shit myself.
Well, it's just like the person that I'm trying to get a hold of to get on this show for him.
Who?
You know who, and don't mention it.
Why the fuck did you bring it up then?
Greg, I don't fucking remember.
Okay, that's fine.
Because you're vague as shit 90% of the time.
I sent
Who, motherfucker?
I
Who?
sent an email to Dolly Parton's publicist.
We'd have to have a second camera for her boobs.
Well, there goes that.
That's done. We're
This
down.
was the episode that they listened to.
Are you trying to tell me Dolly Parton doesn't know she has big boobs? Give me a fucking break.
Pretty sure
She's pretty much well aware.
Oh yeah, but yes,
And so
I
is her
sent an email off
chiropractor.
for that to her publicist. Worst I could get is a rejection letter.
How would you present this? It's just like, hey, we have a surprise for you, Scott, and here comes Dolly.
Pretty much, that was the plan.
Oh my God, that was an American treasure.
Just to watch you fanboy out on camera would be hilarious.
And we would have started.
He's fanboning now.
We
Boning
started out
now.
What the fuck is
Hey, we'd have started out with a big picture of the sheep, Dolly the sheep.
Yeah.
Here you go, Scott. This is the Dolly we brought you.
I was thinking big cardboard cutout of Hello Dolly, but
Yeah, there's that.
You guys
drag
suck.
Barbara
Like I said-
Streisand from the grave.
Like I said, what's the worst that could happen? I get a no answer or a no. She could also say yes. And then we stream
You do know that podcasting now and YouTube, a lot more celebrities kind of are on board with it. It's a good publicity. It's for them, and they are the showcase on anywhere.
Well,
Yeah.
I figure we're one ESPN censor of Charles Barkley away from having him on the podcast.
He's a cigar guy.
Oh, huge cigar.
Terry knows him. We should get a hold of Terry.
What about Dika? Let's get Dika on. He'll chew his gum and just annoy Anthony here. Smack it away.
Yes, there is.
Well, in Grass Valley, I don't. If you've listened to our podcast and you know UPS, we delivered to Ricky Williams, and if we can get him on, we might get some other people on.
Yeah. I mean, all it takes is one.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things that we worked hard on our credibility for years to get noticed by one of the biggest groups, which is PCA, and it took a couple of years. And once you build your credibility, the sky's the limit, because all it takes is a, hey, we're interested. Would you like to come on? So,
That's true.
It just takes one.
Yes, it
That's
does.
Right. Yep. And we, thinking back, we've been doing this 6 years now, and we are really, really fortunate for the guests that we've had.
Yeah.
I mean, as a regular listener, I have to give some shout outs to, so I found out about Hogback Distillery listening to your podcast. So shout out to Graham and Catherine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. My good memory is kicking in. And then you guys had the gentleman from Apostate on.
Brandon?
yeah.
Kendrick?
Yeah, Brendan and Kendrick. But there's, we've been really, really fortunate. Juan
Lugo.
Juan Lugo,
from
yeah.
Don Doroteo Cigars.
Johnny with Christoph.
Yeah, just a ton of cool people. James Agapian.
Yes.
Yes, Sinestro.
Sinestro.
And I got a twist. When I see Boothie in a month, I got to yell at him because he was supposed to get a hold of me and forgot.
And it's just, if you'd have told me when we started this, hey, you're going to be doing this 6 years from now and you're still going to enjoy it. That's,
Well, there's a story behind that.
Well, yeah, 100%. But
Well, the scotch helps.
yeah, definitely. But, it's just, we've been down, Scott and I have gone down to Bakersfield a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
And
Talk to General.
and hung out with the general.
Yes.
For Gen X talks. And what is his after hours? I can never remember the
Bottom
name.
of the Glass
Bottom
Nation.
of the
Nation.
Glass Nation.
As a matter of fact, I will be out there Labor Day weekend to judge a steak contest
Yeah.
over in
Minden?
Yeah.
I saw the publicity for Cigar Scotty
Hey, they gave me a name. What can I tell you?
But-
General. Cigar.
Ooh, that's tough.
Oh,
But
Gregory,
yeah,
Gregory,
I mean,
Gregory.
it's just.
Hey,
this
look,
is
we
kind
poke the bear. They poke us. It's fun.
Well,
this
I mean,
is kind
like,
of an extension of the
give
lounge,
general
you know?
credit for smoking cigars, but if you're gonna smoke Isla de Sol flavored cigars, it's like, you know, you can leave your man card with my girlfriend.
Oh, fuck me.
That is James.
I said it, and you know what? I'll defend that statement on his podcast.
Hey, we'll bring him along next time, Mark. Go light him up, man. Light him up.
Damn
You know,
millennials.
some
I
people.
wish you could fucking go.
Hey, man.
I know you got
told
your.
you.
I know you got your
I
gig,
told
brother.
you, and I already talked to General.
I can call in sick. I got
The
exactly 3 years of sick time saved up.
the little missus and I will finally, for the first time in 5 years, be at C10 Intervention in Woodland, which is an all Chevy truck show put on by my buddy Tony Ortega. So if you are old truck guys at all in Northern California, C10 Intervention is the largest all truck show on the West Coast.
Right on.
They do that one, and then they do the.
There really isn't any other truck out there except a C10.
Oh, fuck this guy. There's also
Square body, man.
There's also the C10 Slowdown, San Luis Obispo. They do that one. Tony's part of that one too. Yeah. So we already had a room reservation and all that when Mark hit me up. So no, man, the premier truck show is the F100 Super Nationals in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Well, you know what Ford stands for, right?
Here it comes.
But you know what it stands for.
The
Found
roll-
on road dead, fucked over rebuilt Dodge.
Fucking owner's real dumb.
That's
I
a
got
new
some
one. I
aloe
haven't heard
vera
that
growing
one.
in my yard if you need some aloe vera for that burn.
Well, you know what Mopar stands for.
Here it comes.
Move over. People are racing.
I like that. I like that. The 2025 Chevy.
Well, I
the
mean,
tailgate
is this
folds
a
down
story
and has
bust
a-
on the Chevy guy?
Yeah, it
and
has
tell him
a
it's like,
has
you know,
seats
Chevy's
built in
French,
so
right?
you can wait for the tow truck.
Chevrolet is French. That's all we got to say.
It's even worse than that. Look at that Dodge that I drive. It's owned by fucking Tata Motors now.
I need to test a theory. Anything bad to say about pre-2020 Toyota Tacomas of any generation?
Nope.
Negative.
Thank you.
They're basically bulletproof. Best truck ever
Although they
built.
lied about a lot of things and Toyota got in some
Let's
trouble.
not talk about lying. If we want to talk about lying, let's go with my other ride, Volkswagen.
Oh.
There's some serious level lying shit
Sprechen
there.
Yeah, the Toyota Hilux. I mean, you could try and break it.
Top Gear tried.
Yeah, they tried.
It started every time they did something to it.
Yeah, blew it up off of a building, sunk it in the ocean.
Well, I do have shout outs. So like Chrysler's got a motor out there that will not blow up, and that's the 200 slant 6. You can't destroy that engine. You cannot. We ran Dr. Pepper through it. We couldn't get it to blow up. So they have made good cars, Chrysler.
But all of them have, or they wouldn't still be around.
Well, Chrysler shouldn't be around. They've filed for bankruptcy six times.
Yep.
I gotta say though,
Yeah,
I
well.
do miss Scott's pimp ride.
Oh, my fucking 300 was amazing. I love that fucking car.
For,
have
Such a
that-
nice
for
long road trip
50,000
car.
miles.
Huh?
For 50,000 miles.
No, I had it for 180,000.
Did you have the M or the C 300?
Nah, I just had the straight V6.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
they
it's the
did like
touring.
like Larry said. They've all built. I kid because there are models from every one of them that has surpassed all expectations. And if you stay on the American side of things, they've all built beautiful
it's-
cars in their times.
I came up here in '92 from SoCal in an '84 Ford, short bed, 2-wheel drive, with a 300 straight 6 and a C4 automatic. That when I sold it to my buddy because he needed a truck and I wasn't, it was just kind of, using it on the weekends kind of thing. Yeah, it had 584,000 miles on the block. It was on its third transmission, but it had 584 on the block, and we'd never been into the block. Water pump twice is the closest we'd been into the block on that truck. And 306 is probably Ford's bulletproof motor. 223 Chevy, same thing. If you keep oil and water in that son of a bitch, it'll run forever. Chrysler, that slant six motor, they put those in the Dodge, like the Coronets and stuff like that in the 60s. Yeah, they put it in everything. They put it in everything.
You couldn't break it.
And as long as you kept oil and water in it, and shit,
You
even
didn't have to put oil in it.
you could pour anything in
Dr.
it.
Pepper in it. We did. My buddy was low on oil. He wanted to put. He had a 440, I think, that he wanted to put in that pickup, but he didn't want to replace it just to replace it. And we tried. We got the exhaust glowing red, redlining that thing, and just kept ticking.
Well, you remember, Scott, I don't know if you do, that F-350 that we had for years upon years with that 464 engine in it. That thing was damn bulletproof.
460 Red Seal Continental.
Yep, my paternal grandfather, F-250, drove that fucker from Watts to Alaska.
Give me a big black Chevy, though.
And back.
Well, and if some of our listeners know this because they've heard me talk about it, but there is a 67 Dodge Coronet RT in my garage with its serialized engine and a second 440 or 464 engine that needs a home.
Yeah, please, because we can't get a podcast studio built in his garage until that car's gone.
Oh, the studio's getting built with the car in there.
So, but I don't want to sit on the hood to do the recording.
That's okay.
So,
Scott will.
Any Mopar guys out there in Northern California or beyond, reach out to us, because Greg will make you a hell of a deal.
That's info at
LumaCigarCartel.com.
Yep.
We know a Dodge guy.
we know some guys.
Yeah, and it's one of those where it's just like, Dad loved Mopar. He had a 67 GTX, and they decided on a whim to put fuel injection on that sumbitch, and it became a problem. The Mopar, the Coronet doesn't have all that bullshit, but it's just one of those. Do I like it? No. American muscle has never been my thing, but I can appreciate it because it's Americana, and
it's rust free, it's straight.
all you have to do is paint the damn thing and put it together.
Or you can just Scotch Brite it and go.
Yeah.
Because it's in good shape, man. It's a decent car. So if you got a Mopar guy out there that wants something to just, you could have it running in a weekend.
Yes, you
and
could.
be driving that thing, and it's sat in the garage for years and years. But throw a set of tires on it, adjust the brakes, and change the fluids. You could be driving by Sunday afternoon.
You want to get rid of it, and then also probably advertise your podcast and everything. Send an email to Vice Grip Garage. They're always looking for things to put back on the road, get that thing back out there where it belongs. Like you said, American muscle doesn't belong in a garage.
No.
Rotting
Right.
away.
No.
It belongs on the road driving.
Yes.
One of my favorite things is the Concours d'Elegance down in Pebble Beach. They have all the high-end European stuff that I really enjoy, all the supercars and stuff like that. But their section of American muscle, these cars are pristine. They're beautiful to look at. They're wonderful to hear when someone decides to turn it over and rev it. It's one of the same things with when you hear, and this hits Gorilla's other topic, other favorite, when you hear that World War II radial engine on one of those World War II aircrafts, it's the same kind of sound, same kind of feeling. And they deserve to be seen. They shouldn't be like this one, sitting in the garage where no one sees it.
Yep.
I'm excited for. I don't think it technically counts as muscle, but the listeners of the both my podcast and Beyond the Humidor know my buddy Ethan's about halfway through a 65 Impala that he pulled out of a collapsing barn in Kansas for $500.
I would qualify that as American muscle, wouldn't you?
Hell yeah.
65 Impala.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. Some people might put hydraulics on it.
No, he's
Scott
going
certainly
very.
would.
Damn right they would. 6'4" Impala convertible. Oh, that's my car right there.
Yep.
22-inch blades.
Hell yeah.
Yep. No, Dayton spokes.
Ooh.
100 spoke gold Daytons.
That's right.
Amen. And
Ethan,
hallelujah.
Ethan, don't listen to this.
As a product of Oakland, I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
I've spent a time or two in East Los and at the roll rider competitions over in L.A., over by the Coliseum. Oh, hell yeah. I've been to Terminal Island at the races, although that was just a bunch of Asian kids and Hondas.
Hey, you haven't seen anything until you see two Chicanos put $2,000 worth of 100-spoke gold Daytons on a $1,500 52 Chevy two-door.
Dude, I've seen it.
Hey, the higher the socks, the downer the fool.
Ole.
Oh, I haven't heard that in 25 years.
Simone.
Oh, that's amazing. Hey, the sketchier the neighborhood, the better the tacos.
Hell yeah.
Amen.
Meanwhile, I'm over here driving a 2003 Toyota Tacoma.
Hey,
So
it's legit.
Yeah, that every
So-
clamper that sees you wants to buy it.
yes,
They want to put 38-inch swampers on it and take it rock crawling.
no, it's the pre-runner version. So it's got the ground clearance of the 4-wheel drive ones, but it's 2-wheel drive, which for me is perfect because
Talking Julian's language now.
every time, like, how many times in the last 5 years have you said, hey, maybe we can get you a new truck? Like 4 or 5, at least once a year. And about every time he asks, I'm like, okay, we'll look into it. And then I do either a weekend trip or a road trip to the coast or recently the Kansas trip. And I'm like, if I get rid of this truck, they're never going to make anything this small body again. I'm never going to get one again. And it's only, it hasn't even cracked 200,000 miles yet. And it's like,
Bulletproof.
it's a
Keep it-
Toyota. It looks like a bag of ass because all Toyotas look like a bag of ass when they're 20 plus years old. But
That's a 400,000 mile engine right there. You're only halfway through it, man.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I slightly disappoint my dad each time I say,
Hey, it's your life, man. You live it.
I mean, I would like power windows and locks. That's about it. But
Fuck it.
Then there's me.
Yeah, this fucker.
Okay.
Scott and his Tesla.
Doesn't he have a gasoline Porsche?
Here comes Scott.
Gasoline Porsche SUV?
No. Oh, God.
Now, wait, is it the Teslas that when you go into reverse, it sounds like a choir of angels announcing the biblical end times?
I think all electric cars have that now because they have
Yes.
Sounds like the rapture has begun.
to. So
Yeah, but
the Prius, Julian, again, we're talking his language. I think the Prius was one of the first cars that made a list where people were getting run over by him in reverse because you don't hear them, and those guys fly out of a parking space at Mach 5 billion.
Not in Grass Valley. Like, they throw it in reverse, the lights are on. It's like, I think I just got more gray hair waiting for this fucking hag to pull out of my parking spot.
that's the biggest complaint I have with a fucking Prius driver. If you're going to do 55, stay off the fucking freeway.
They put it in reverse, and you can hear "Down by the river to pray."
Almost. It's like, literally, it's a chorus of angels, which is terrifying.
I dressed up my Tesla, damn it.
Yeah, it's like a discotheque inside his fucking Tesla when he's driving down the road.
What do you
Scott.
what do you tow your trailer with now, Scott? I
The
forgot.
Infinity QX80.
Infinity. I'm sorry. I don't know why I was thinking it was a Porsche.
No.
Porsches don't have tow capability.
Some of them do.
Not in the ones we can get here.
Okay, I was like, they have a twin turbo flat 6 or something like that.
They do, but that's not an American model. Those only get put in Europe because they are tow vehicles in Europe.
Yeah,
But
that's-
yeah,
Yeah, my wife really wanted her BMW, what is it, the X5 or X7? I'm just like, we're not paying for a brake job in 2 years.
no, especially towing, you're going to go through brakes faster than you think.
No shit, that's what I told her. So she's like, I'll be an adult. I'll get the QX80.
And then you've got I don't know if you follow now that the trio have retired, but Hamster's got on his YouTube channel, he just got a Dodge, some high-end Dodge truck with a Hellcat engine in it, all this kind of shit. And I'm just like, your little 5'4" ass has to get a stepladder to climb into the damn thing. And that's what you picked?
Well, like you gotta math out the horsepower to weight ratio and what you're going to use with it, and then overcompensate when you're that tall. And
you got to get the truck nuts.
that's
Yes.
that's why you get what is it, the Trimmer, or is that a Ford?
Tremor's a Ford.
Tremor's a Ford, yeah.
That Hellcat motor in the new Dodge trucks, they're having problems with that.
Yeah.
Well, but
You just said Dodge. You don't have to say problems. We know.
Yeah.
they're having overheating issues with that because they can't get enough fluid through the top of the block.
It's like 750 horsepower or some bullshit like
Yeah, but
that.
they got that with a supercharger, and you take the Chevy C8 Corvette, and it's only down by maybe 70 horse, and it'll still smoke it.
Yeah.
You're old enough to remember. You remember when Chevy came out with 454 SS trucks?
Yeah.
One of my buddies, he and his dad went in, and they bought one, and from Westlow Chevrolet in Carlsbad, California, and they rolled over there with a car trailer, and they pulled that sumbitch up on the car trailer, and they offloaded it at his body shop and put it in the back on jack stands with a car cover over it. Had 34 miles on it, and
They're still worth some money, although. So my first car that I actually purchased with my money. So I was a Ford guy to start. I was given a 81 LTD that my parents had that didn't run, and me and a buddy got it running, and he had a 73 Impala, and I had that, and we built them to run, to race, and I spent double the money for the same horsepower, and we would run them, and I was just like, I'm spending so much more money on this Ford, and that's why I went to Chevy. It's so much less expensive for the horsepower.
Yeah, if you're trying to blow up a motor, then you're definitely cheaper building. What'd that LTD have in it? A 351?
302.
302.
But we took all the smog off it, and it was a little sleeper. But then I purchased a 1975 GMC long bed with a big block in it, and that's all she wrote. We converted it to an LS6, so we built it out to LS6 specs, and I had probably the sleeper of all trucks. I was smoking 5 liters like they were nothing. I was smoking newer Camaros. I mean, just wasn't even fair because I was like, old muscle is muscle, you know.
The aftermarket for Chevy is vast.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's also pricey now. And that's why I went F100s, is because even in the early 90s, I was priced out of C10s. They just wanted too much money for them.
Down here, yeah, for sure.
100%. And coming out of auto shop in high school, the only way you could get into auto shop if you didn't have a car is you had to partner up with somebody. So the guy I partnered up with was putting a 460 Red Seal Continental block in a 55 Ford pickup. Ooh. And in the stall next to us was the Nogler brothers, Warren and Kurt Nogler, and Warren was putting a 572 Cadillac block in a Vegas station wagon.
Damn, Jesus!
He had to cut the firewall out to get that engine and transmission to fit in there. It had no inner fender wells. It had nothing.
I have a Vega.
Yeah.
I have a 71. That's gonna get. The plan for my Vega, I think, because I have an 03 Chevy Avalanche 3/4 ton that has the 496 in it.
Mm-hmm.
So the plan is to find another 496, rebuild it, and then take the one out of the Avalanche, rebuild it, and put it in the Vega.
Nice.
That's a lot of horsepower in that little fucker.
So I think these guys will get a kick out of this. My first vehicle was a 16th birthday present from my dad that he bought off a buddy of his. 1991 Chevy Silverado single cab. Short bed. Lowered. Painted metallic fleck blue.
Ooh.
With hot rod flames. Orange, yellow, faded hot rod flames.
Nice.
All the way across the doors to the
All the way damn near to the taillights flames. It was the shop vehicle for Haskins Hot Rods.
Yep.
His buddy Jason Haskins.
Haskin,
sorry.
That's badass.
It was a mixture of badass and people not expecting an overweight white kid to be driving that.
Yeah,
if you played mariachi music,
it threw serious Chicano vibes.
The most, and what's funny is because I was a junior and senior in high school driving this car, no, sophomore and junior driving this car. I was still going to like scout meetings and stuff, so I'd be rolling up to the scout meeting with just got my driver's license, and all the other parents and leaders and scouts are like, "What in the actual is Anthony driving?"
But they were used to seeing me in an '84 Ford standard van with a 4-foot fluorescent parrot on the side. So,
Okay.
I will share. It is simultaneously the funniest and most embarrassing moment I had in that truck. One of the scout things I did was up here. Well, not up here. Halfway back to Auburn in Lake of the Pines, we had a group of scouts that met once a month called the Order of the Arrow. We essentially planned the big camper each year for this area and a couple other events. And we held our meetings at the Methodist Church in Lake of the Pines. So I'd have to drive up 49 in that truck in my full Class A scout uniform. I had an Escalade full of Bear River High School cheerleaders drive by me. Brake lights come on and they stop. Window goes down. They're just looking at me. Literally, the girl in the passenger seat just goes, "Picture," and then they drive off. And I'm just like, it is what it is.
Dude, you should have had a banging system in there playing Malo, Suavecito. Get yourself a crisp white T-shirt, one of those hats with the high up socks.
My fruity ass was probably playing John Denver or Sea Shanties or some dumb bullshit. Fuck him.
Yeah, the gorilla doesn't go along to get along, in case you haven't noticed.
I have noticed.
So, Greg, did you already power through that fucking cigar?
Yes.
Jesus
Yep,
Christ.
I'm down to the nub over here.
Yeah, I'm
We've
getting
been
close
we've
to
been
the nub
recording
myself.
we've been recording for almost an hour, almost 2 hours. So yes.
All right, that makes sense.
Cool. Any final thoughts on the cigar?
I
If
liked
that
it.
wasn't a limited edition, that's box worthy in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely is.
100%,
Yeah.
man.
If I can get my mitts on some of these, right on.
Got any more manure comments?
So if you want to go with the evolution of the cigar, all I caught through the final third, I'm down to about a half-inch left. It changes completely into almost all wood. It's oaky. There's no manure. The spice is only there on the retrohale, which is really weird. I don't have any on the tongue. I don't have any of that. It is, I would say it's a box-worthy cigar.
Okay, yeah, I can get with you on the wood because I am getting those wood notes. The manure, I didn't see it. Cocoa, but the wood I'm seeing as you get closer to the nub, absolutely.
I think it's a great cigar. I
think
really
so,
do.
too.
This is really nice, man.
And it's again, I maybe not a novice, but a guy that smokes a couple cigars a month. You could put him on this real easy. This is definitely, it's hardy enough. The wrapper is very hardy. I didn't have any real construction issues. I had one canoe that just wouldn't fix itself, so I had to touch up just one spot. It's hooker eyeliner burn all the way around it. I think if you brought this on a golf course and you had a couple in your little travel humidor or whatever you carry when you have your cigars, this is a great golf cigar for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
No doubt.
Yeah, this is a if you got a 3-hour drive ahead of you,
Yep.
and you smoke in your car, definitely fire this up.
I promise it's not going to blow your head off with nicotine. It's not going to blow your head off with power. If it touches halfway and makes a medium, I would be really giving it credit. It's mild enough that
Yeah,
it's
it's not going to hurt anybody.
nope. No, I would 100% put this on just about any cigar smoker. Novice to what I guess I would call aficionado me, this is a good cigar.
Yep, 100%.
Right on.
If you had a beard, we'd call you a grizzled veteran cigar smoker.
Gorilla?
I would have to agree with everything that's been said so far. It is box worthy. I wish I could get more, but realistically probably won't. I enjoyed it immensely.
Yeah, this was a treat for sure. I really dig this.
Scott,
Yes.
We haven't had a.
Yeah, give us the Scotty rating.
The Scotty rating. Well, if we take this motherfucker if we have a range of 0 to Flavor Town, I think we found a new mayor of Flavor Town.
Thought it was Flavor Country.
Flavor Country, Flavor Town.
Flavor
whatever.
Town's copyrighted. Be careful.
Oh, shit. That motherfucker. Yeah. Flavor Country. Yeah, Flavor Country.
Guy Fieri's going to come busting through the wall like the Kool-Aid guy.
Guy Fieri is a cigar
He's also
smoker,
a cigar
and I've
smoker.
also emailed him too. So
he
Scott's
has-
going to have to put on his professional one for
Guy
that.
Fieri has his own cigar line now.
Through Espinoza.
Yeah.
Hey, if Guy Fieri does come on the podcast, I don't think we don't say anything. We all get those fucking like golf caps with the frosted
hair?
tips.
Yeah,
And just not say anything. Just have him on when he gets here.
even Scott.
Just,
Eh.
no.
We're
No.
just going to assume Dolly Parton and Guy Fieri's people aren't going to listen to this episode.
I hope not.
Maybe we can
Again, I will say, Dolly Parton knows she's got big tits.
maybe we can get Dolly Parton's boobs and Guy Fieri's hair on the same episode.
Woo.
That would be an episode.
Yeah.
So, Scott, what do you think rating wise?
Oh, we have arrived in Flavor Country. This is just a smooth smoke. The flavor is there. It's not manure.
Yeah, we're not in the stockyards of Flavor Country.
No. No. We're in
We're in the back streets, baby.
No. We're in the little white Victorian house that serves as the mayor's residence. I'm
sorry
liking
I
it.
said anything.
I'm liking it a lot. This is good shit, for real.
It's not manure, but it's good shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I just caught that.
Jeff, you'll have to go back to listen to our episode 8. It's called Reviewing the Reviewers, and we basically tear cigar reviews and ratings apart, mostly because of what we've said about, the cigar aficionado. But I mean, if it's box worthy for me, it's high on that scale. I would put it at a solid out of 10. It's a solid 9.
Well, I use the cigar aficionado rating structure. I don't usually follow. Yeah, I don't usually follow cigar aficionado, but I can actually just echo their rating minus the medium to full that they gave it, which is a little outlandish. I'd give it a straight medium, but they gave it a 93. It was ranked number 14 out of the top 25 of 2024. I'd agree with the 93. It was.
I mean, it's a solid cigar. If it,
Oh, absolutely.
if
Yes.
you see this somewhere, you're in a brick and mortar somewhere, and you see this, definitely pick a couple of these up.
Absolutely.
You're not going to be disappointed, 100%. I don't care what your palate is.
Well, and
You're medium full, you're mild, you're heavy. This is going to be, if you're smoking LFD chisels all day, every day,
those are good.
this will be a nice change of pace for you.
I believe-
and then you can go back to your
I,
chisel.
I would say that it would be a complete change of pace because the chisel is a power forward cigar all the way. And I just saw somewhere that they came out with an anniversary edition of the chisel. So I really want to get on board with that one. That's one of my favorite. That's in my top 5 of all time is the chisel. I think it's just a great cigar.
We've done that on
This
our
one,
podcast.
this one to echo you and Greg as well is that all of us have a different palate. So you might not, and for Scott, you might not get the manure note, and it might not be your favorite. If you do get it, it's there at the beginning, but definitely after about midway of the second, third, and into the final third, the manure is gone. There is no sweet earthy flavor. It turned really woody. There could be a little mushroom note in there too, which would lend itself to manure. Let's be fair. But it's a perfect cigar for probably any occasion. I think it would go great in the morning with a really stout coffee to start
100%.
your day.
you go.
It pairs super well with a stout at night. The stout brought out some of the darker notes of the cigar, but it's box worthy, yeah, for sure, 100%. If you can get them, and like Larry said, if you're at a brick and mortar and you see it, I would buy at least 2, but I'd probably fill up a 5-pack on them.
Yes, most definitely. Well, I think, boys.
I'm gonna
you
add
guys
one
know
last
something.
thought
Go
real
ahead,
quick.
brother.
Two last thoughts if we're gonna wrap up. Weirdly, when I took my first sip of the cream soda, weirdly went well with this. I know that's some people with the cigar and soda pairings are like, that's stupid, but
No, not at all.
It's no dumber than pairing it with anything else, really realistically. But
Well, no, here's the thing, no, Gorilla. There are people out there, straight and sober, don't drink alcohol, so you pair with what you've got. So there's no shame or disgrace. I know I give Greg shit for drinking whiskey out of a sippy cup, but hey, if alcohol's not your thing, it's all good. There's no shame in your game. Do some flavored sodas and try it out and see how it integrates.
the dry, woody cocoa of this and the cream and caramel of that kind of go well together.
Kind of work.
Kind of work.
Well,
Dr. Pepper is one of the things that normally on a cigar, I'll start with, if it's available, like not in the lot. Well, it was. I could have had coffee. Most of the time, if I'm trying something for the first time, coffee is my go-to because coffee will tell you which alcohol direction to go. It's kind of weird to say that, but it will kind of lend what kind of beer it might go with, what kind of whiskey or harder alcohol. But the second thing that I love to test a cigar on is Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper has
It's got a different
fruity
flavor.
notes.
It's got a different flavor
It's always
than
got
anything else
right.
out
It's
there.
got the fruity note, so it's going to have that, but it's got the dark fruity note. It's got a vanilla note deep inside of it, and Dr. Pepper I think pairs with every strong cigar I've had. Like, it's a good palate cleanser to get that cigar kind of feeling where it needs to be.
I would agree.
you were also mentioning on another show root beer.
Root beer is really good, yeah. But again, you're looking at like a dark, chicory or I forgot, anise, and then vanilla. Usually a Dr. Pepper or a root beer will have that. A&W, if you're gonna really, Barks is my favorite root beer. But if you're gonna go and test it on a root beer, if you're not an alcohol drinker, A&W root beer.
Okay, so I got to tell you guys this. You two, as you come down to the mountain one time, when Loomis Basin Brewery's open across the way over there, go get a freaking root beer from them. They brew it themselves, and it's fantastic.
It's really good.
And I think that you can get a growler of that, and it would go well with the cigar pairing as well.
Yeah, that's Scott and I. We hit up the Gastropub. There's Loomis Basin Brewery on Swetzer and Loomis, and then there's the Gastropub that's right at the corner of Horseshoe Bar Road and Taylor Road that does barbecue. And you can't get growlers filled there, but they're also doing, Scott, they're doing root beer floats now with that root beer.
Oh, yeah.
Scott and I do their root beer with bamboo rum. Which is
We've tossed back a few of those.
yeah, we've been asked to calm down a couple of times.
Yeah, we got in trouble once or twice.
Yeah,
Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Rum is one of the few alcohols I have not really found. We did have one on our podcast that rum really went
We've
with.
done
but
some
rum,
flights of rum. I have
rum
some
was
rum
kind
that's
of a hard
older
thing
than
to
these
pair
scotches.
because rum is so sweet yet powerful, I guess, spicy.
Oh,
would be the
Bambo's
word.
the shit. You
And
mix that with that root beer?
It's kind of hard to get a rum, in my opinion, to pair. But
yeah. Hold on though. What was the Connecticut you were talking about earlier with the
La Polina,
try the La Polina with some rum.
it might go well, right?
And then nothing crazy, but get yourself like a Diplomatico or something that's
hell
darker, but it's not spiced. And
Would
the
you
two-
say Connecticut in general might be good with
Connecticut in general, but you want something that's got a little bit more power than your traditional Connecticut.
I would say Perdomo Champagne 10-year.
Oh yeah. That and some Diplomatico will change your life.
Hell yeah.
We did on the podcast the 10-year. I like the 10-year, but only and I want to say it's the Toro.
That's the
Because
Epicure.
I did get the Robustos. I bought Robustos. That's my size.
Yeah.
And I gave them away because I was like, this is not the same cigar.
So
what I will tell you, and on our podcast, I mention it all the time. I'll mention it on yours. You really have to look at the rating and what size cigar they rated because aficionado, or when you're ordering cigars, then you like, doesn't matter if you buy them at a shop or you order them online, that rating is for a specific size.
100%.
And you have to be careful because you might get turned off. Like, I was immediately like, oh, this is a shitty cigar and I don't want them. And I gave them all to our boss and the guys in the podcast, because I was like, the Robusto is terrible. It's not, this isn't what I remember. And then James, I believe, gave me another Toro. I was like, no, I remember it again. So,
And it's interesting you say that, because size certainly affects it. For me, Lancero all the way. If a line comes out in Lancero, I'm going to go to that first before I smoke anything else, because you get the true essence of the flavor, in my opinion, out of the Lancero.
I do have one rum adjacent pairing that worked for me really. Is it the Orange Banded Camacho is the Connecticut, correct?
Correct.
So that Camacho with a Cuba Libre, which is rum, Coke, and a squeeze of lime. Holy shit. That was probably my favorite cigar and drink.
I don't want to like correct the authorities here, but I think the Orange Banded is the Habano. The yellow
Is it?
The yellow is the Connecticut.
Yellow's Connecticut. Okay, then it's the Habano then.
Yellow's the Criollo.
Came out with kind of another yellow label, which I think is an Ecuador or something.
It's the OG that came in the big display box. It was like orange, yellow, red, blue. Right. Yeah.
I do love a good Camacho. I think they're highly, well, they're rated pretty high, but I kind of think they're an underrated cigar. I think the Triple Maduro is probably one of my favorite Maduro.
Have there any of their Maduros with a hazy? Even if you're not a hazy beer guy,
I like hazies.
Do their Maduro with a hazy, and the contrasts of those two are really nice.
And the Camacho barrel aged, that one goes.
You got to be careful on those, though.
You have to get the right size. Again,
right size, and you're liable to get one that is just, you have to shove a pencil through it to get a draw.
That's the problem with Camachos, and I think that's why I think a lot of people shy away from them. They are a tight draw. Doesn't matter which.
I looked it up.
They're a tight draw.
The orange is actually the Connecticut. The yellow is the Criollo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Habano's blue.
That's what I thought. I wasn't sure.
But you know,
you guys nailed it.
Yeah, I smoked the blue one on the way up here.
And I don't think they make it. Well, if they do, it's not listed like it used to be in the 90s. CAO makes a absolute bomb of a Criollo cigar. If you're going to get one of those, get a CAO, and that wrapper will change your opinion of that one.
I think I got a box of those at home.
well, going back to Camacho for a minute. Camacho, ever since Davidoff bought it away from Christian, I've had a complaint with Camacho. And when I started working for TR, I had to smoke everything in there. And the Camacho Triple Maduro before Davidoff bought it and after Davidoff bought it are two completely different cigars.
They are. I will agree with you. So when it first, before they did sell, when it first came out, it was much better.
Yes.
I mean, it was so complex, powerful, beautiful cigar, and then it did change. But it's still a really good cigar overall.
It was the first Triple Maduro that had power with flavor.
Right. Correct.
There was a lot of stuff that was power. You know, we've talked about this a bunch, where the Maduros just kick you in the face.
Right, right.
Well, so another really good one. So I do love the double Maduro nub. Great. I mean, that's good. Get the CAO MX2, which is a Maduro. It's a double Maduro. It's basically what it stands for.
I don't think I've had that.
That is a kick in the face kind of Maduro. So that's what I liked about Maduros. So Maduros, technically, I think if you look now, as New World cigars have increased, Maduros technically kind of get a smaller power rating than they should, but they do tend to power rate them lower.
Well, and we've talked about this before too. I think in the last 5 to 10 years, a lot more manufacturers are rolling Maduros for flavor as opposed to power.
Right, they don't have a lot of power.
They're trying to pull people up from, medium full into a darker cigar. And I think it was a good move, honestly, because you can still find the kick-ass power Maduros. You just have to know what to look for. But for a long time, 'cause I've been smoking cigars for 35 years. For a long time, a Maduro was a kick you in the nuts. I mean,
And
that was it.
That's where I bought them.
But that's all there was. So if you wanted dark tobacco, you were getting kicked in the nuts. That's just how that worked.
Yeah. Onyx, the straight Onyx line, not the bold, not the silver. Onyx used to have just their straight class. Well, I would call it classic. I don't think they do. It was just the Onyx.
Mm-hmm.
When I first got into Maduros, that was I was like, I'm buying boxes of this. It was a punch in the teeth. And now Onyx has a silver and maybe it's a gold, but they call it bold. And I'm like, this is weak compared to your original.
Yeah, what
line.
they originally had. If I'm feeling a darker cigar, if I walk into TR down there in Loomis and I'm like, I want to go something, I usually drawn towards the Christoph stuff. I like their darker stuff, their Maduros. They're
Christoph
full.
makes a really good cigar.
They've done a really good job with that stuff. We know Fozzie, has been on the program quite a few times. We've seen him at PCA. They do a really nice job. Their whole line, I haven't found anything that I hate. There's some stuff I like better than others, but that's one that if you're pulling somebody up from a medium full and gonna test them out in a Maduro, that's a pretty safe Maduro. Yeah. CAO's got some decent Maduros that's not going to kick somebody in the ass.
I think CAO is best, and it is a Maduro. It is a Maduro to be a Maduro, but I still think their best power forward, and it's going to have your spice, it's going to kick you in the teeth. The Brasilia is their, I think, if you're really wanting to go into a cigar that you maybe aren't ready to step up to, like the Muster de Shaka or something, or the Red Meat Lover, that's the one to go to, and that'll let you know whether or not you want a more.
Yeah, if you want to stay down that road,
right?
100%.
That one's going to tell you. I did, and Julian hasn't tried it. He's kind of scared. Punch makes the Diablo, which I think is a great cigar. If you want some power forward punch in the thing. And then they have the Devotion, which is a collaboration with them, and I believe it's them. And
that's Romeo y Julieta.
Oh, that's what it was.
And
Grupo
AJ
de
Fernandez.
Maestro. That one.
Oh, Grupo de Maestros, correct, yeah.
That one has power. That'll wake you up. And La Gloria Cubana. Like I said, originally those were the first cigars I did was Connecticut or whatever their classic line was. But now, like, their Serie R, Serie N, those things are just that's what I go to.
Yeah, that's a solid stick, man. You can't knock those at all.
What do you guys think? Not Perdomo. What's the other? Oh, Partagas. What do you think of those? I don't find them to be the ratings they get.
They're mild.
They're very mild, but my favorite Partagas is the Cuban one,
So's
Series
mine.
D number 4. They priced me out of the market, honestly.
They did go up in price, and that was so. I've been smoking a long time too, since 90. If it was 96, I'll call it. I'll share with you. I think that's about when it was. It was somewhere in that time frame. They were better, I thought, back then, and more
100%.
Of course they were,
more
yeah.
affordable. And like now they're charging these prices, and I personally like the black line, and I'm still like, this is every time I finish one of those, I'm like, I want more. What happened to my glory days in the 90s of going, woo, I'm awake.
That's the problem with a lot of cigars.
Do you think that's indicative? Because you've been in the industry enough or long enough to notice. Do you think, like you said, they tailored the Maduros to more of a medium, and do you think that was indicative of all the power sticks of the late or mid to late 90s?
I think a lot of them, yeah. And then, purchased it, bought out, changed, marketing decisions. There's a I smoked exclusively one brand of cigars for about 8 years.
Gurkha.
Gurkha. I smoked.
See?
I smoked Gurkha
I said
Shaggies
this. I have
for years.
I have said that on the podcast. When I would say late 90s, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, in that time frame, Gurkha was the king. Like
They
I
had
thought
some of the best cigars on the market.
the Ninja, the Evil, those
Yes.
were all just tremendously good smokes.
And they made a marketing decision.
A bad one.
Well, agree with it, don't agree with it. They sell a shitload of cigars.
I thought their quality went down.
Oh,
though.
100% it went down.
Not just
You
flavor.
can't-
I was like, wow, I'm having
Their
wrappers that just
construction
peel
went
off.
down, and
They became a magnificent packaging house, and they let the tobacco go by the wayside.
absolutely. And what's the guy's name?
House in need.
Hyson Quesos. Anyway,
That guy.
And we met the guy.
HK.
Because Tobacco Republic was the number 3 retailer for Gurkha in North America. That little chicken shit shop out of Loomis sold boxes and boxes and
I
boxes
bought
of
from
Gurkha.
down there.
know,
I would go down there and get them.
Because I brought out that custom-made chopper and raffled it off to one of our regular members, won that bike. In the late 90s, early 2000s, I didn't give a shit what Ron, the owner of Tobacco Republic, said when I walked through the door. Oh, hey, you got to try. I'm trying shit. Fuck you. I smoke Gurkhas. And slowly but surely, those cigars changed. And I'm not upset. I will still pick up a Gurkha here and there. There's some things in the line I still like. But overall, they are not as good as they were. Part of it.
Do they have a cellar reserve? Is that a
Yes.
Gurkha?
Yes.
A white,
Yes.
It's got kind of a whitish
White,
label.
White and gold label.
That's
a great cigar.
unbelievably good cigar.
But if you now here we are, fast forward 20 plus years, you can still produce something like that. Why aren't all your cigars like that? Partagas is in that same. I loved Partagas. I love the Series D. When you could get them, and there were ways to get them in the 90s. But another one I think that has changed quite a bit is Ashton.
They've always been kind of
Mild.
mild.
Now, yeah, that's true. I smoked a ton of Ashton cabinets because I had a buddy that's all he smoked. And
you can't go wrong
you
with
can't,
it.
it's not a bad cigar. If it's not in your wheelhouse, then it's not in your wheelhouse. But I have a hard time with some of Ashton's stuff the last few years, and that's, maybe it's because I've been smoking so long and my palate's different than it was 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, they just don't have
Maybe their cigars are a little
See,
different, too.
I think that's what it is. Your palate evolves over time.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put it all on the cigar.
I'm
So
not
do you-
trying to put anybody's cigars
No,
down.
I'm just saying.
Do you find your palate? Do you find? So even for me, I find my palate, and if you listen to our podcast, you'll know I like strong. I love power. I love tons of spice. I love tons of just kick your teeth out. But then I do find myself going, I'm going to order that box of Macanudos again because you're not going to go wrong with it.
It's a simple go-to.
Yeah.
And it's consistent.
like for me, Monte Cristos, I don't see the hype except when I get the Platinum Casino. Then I'm like, holy shit, there's a good cigar. But at the same time, that's changed. So Monte Cristos changed.
Monte Cristos changed. Cohiba's changed. And
Everyone's changed.
Everything changes because it's a live product, I get that. I think palate has a lot to do with it. I'm all over the map. If I smoke 3 cigars today, it may be bottom to top.
So your go-to, like it's your last cigar that you're going to have, what is your go-to?
Right now, if I was going to pull something out of a travel humidor for a ride home, right now it would probably be a God, that's a tough question, man.
See, the problem is you can name that cigar off right now, but if I asked you that question 5 minutes later, you come up with something else. Because that's the problem I have. Because people will ask me, they'll say, hey, well, what's your go-to? And I'll go to the Illusion 88, but then I forget about Apostate, the Initiatori.
Yeah.
Or, you know, something from CLE and Habano, or Aladino makes some fantastic cigars.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm all over the place.
Well, it's easy for me because it goes to one of two. I walk into TR and I don't know what I feel like. I gravitate to one of two. It's either the Apostate Desserrat or it's going to be a Rocky Patel Edge Corojo Double Corona. Be one of those two.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with an edge.
No,
Not at all.
And I'm not the biggest Rocky guy, but that edge line, I don't, even in the Connecticut, I still don't find a bad variant. Like the Corros are good, the Habano is good, the
Sumatra,
the
Maduro.
Sumatra is amazing.
There you go.
If it's been a rough day and I want to guarantee that I'm going to bring.
Yeah, let's go with that. Maybe not your go-to, but let's just say this is
Island Jim.
Okay.
I'll pull an Island Jim because I've never had a bad one.
Doesn't
Big
Island
Johnny?
Jim make the Big Johnny?
Yes.
Yeah, not a Big Johnny.
Oscar
That is
makes that one.
Amazingly, the Big Johnny, we've done it on the podcast. That's just consistent. Now it's not power. Evans,
No, it's just a great draw, a lot of
but
smoke.
they just draw well.
The other one would be a 2012 Barber Pole
Oh,
From
hell
Oscar.
yeah.
from Oscar. That's I've never had a bad one. I know what I'm getting. I can smoke that with a coffee, with a beer, you know.
What's your top this year? Like, if you are going to name a top cigar, what's your top?
What I've smoked the most of, probably an Apostate. It's going to be back and forth between the Feathered Serpent, which is their Candela,
Yeah.
which I really like, and I know a lot of guys don't like Candela cigars. Back and forth between that and their Initiatori. I've smoked a shitload of those cigars.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I've done Apostate. Did we do one?
No, we
Hey,
haven't.
we'll put some Apostate stuff together
Oh,
for you
yeah.
guys. Also, probably right behind that is Christoph's Guardrail.
My cigar of the year, and I couldn't believe it. So for the last 3 years, it's been the Liga number 9. That thing has blown me away. If you could get the Plasencia 149s,
Oh, yeah. I was
Yeah.
about to say Plasencia,
but if
the
you-
146 Almafuerte. Oh,
they're great, but I smoked the Muster de Saka Unstolen Valor. It destroyed the number 9. Like, I burned my fingers trying to get it, and I was on my kayak fishing, and I was like, people on the shore were probably like, is that a crackhead out there? I mean, I was just like, I couldn't get enough of it. I almost ate the nub because I was like, this is the only way I'm going to get the rest.
wow.
That's my number one, but now I'm curious because I don't think I've had Apostate. I've heard about them before, and they get great reviews. I'm not saying they bought any reviews from Cigar Aficionado, which is
They're
a
too
great
small.
magazine.
They're
And
not
I
big enough to buy a
right,
review.
and
Right.
I feel bad because I'm knocking them. I do know that they are heavily persuaded by greenbacks to rate cigars, and why wouldn't you if you had the money as a cigar manufacturer not kick some of those?
Yeah, to push that direction. No, absolutely.
Well, one of the first like major public media faces that reviewed their cigars was us, I think.
Yeah,
we were-
it
and we
was.
were- we were-
And
in
it
fact,
made
the
their
first one.
fucking month.
Oh, God, yeah.
So I mean, so I'll go down there and look for them and try them, just because.
We got
I
'em all.
trust your guys' palates. We've all had a cigar today, and your palate.
Well, I guarantee you there's one of those 8 that's going to be in your wheelhouse.
Oh, it's going to be all those 8. I'm going to
There-
tell you that right now.
There's not a bad cigar in that 8. There might be some that this one's not quite there. I'd say there's at least 2 or 3 that you'll go, holy shit.
100%.
Yeah.
And I
So,
can tell you right now, the endowment for the Connecticut is everything you want
In a Connecticut.
in a Connecticut.
I'm really liking those blackbirds. Here I am. That I picked up a month ago. Those
Hey,
blackbirds.
we did really good. We did really good so far.
Fuck, I'm getting tired.
Who wants to hold this?
Yeah.
I've been letting him talk with his hands, so I'm just over here,
Bippity boppity.
I'm really happy with those. Aladino has got some great stuff.
No doubt.
We
What's-
did do an LED.
We did the
Pretty sure we did.
Aladino Corojo Classic.
What's the one? They lost a bunch of their stuff in that same fire with
AJ Fernandez had a fire.
No, it was they did too. It was Adventura.
Adventura.
Yes.
Those are great.
Dude.
Oh, Adventura is magnificent, and I know where I can get some.
Have you guys had the
They,
Chancellor?
That one
Yes.
with the pewter band.
Yes.
that
That's
thing
the
is
Chancellor.
Unbelievable. Great cigar.
Yeah.
We went in. Each one of us bought a box at Rocky Mountain. We bought 3 different boxes and then split them in thirds.
How'd you guys like the Blue-Eyed Jack?
I'm the only one that smoked it. It's disappointing. It's not what I expect from them. It's a great marketing gimmick because you lift up the box and it pirate talks you. I see you've opened the chest or some bullshit like that. But
Wow. Tell us how you feel, Greg.
but the cigar was lackluster. I'm expecting an Adventura to be bold, to be smooth, to be creamy, with that spin of I'm not expecting this on the last third. And the One-Eyed Jack was like I was smoking a Davidoff. One flavor note from front to back, and I'm like, no.
You must have had a weird one. I had 2 of the Blue-Eyed Jacks, and they were fantastic. But like compared to the Barbarossa's Revenge, the Blue-Eyed Jack was a mild cigar.
My favorite one is the Explorer.
Everyone
Yeah,
has
the
your
Explorer's
palate changes
solid,
too.
man.
I haven't had the Explorer yet.
Okay, that Explorer is going to draw you into that.
Of course, the Adventura that popped my cherry was the Chancellor. And
Yeah.
so I want to try like the Queen's Pearls and the King's Gold or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
they have a solid line. I haven't had the One-Eyed Jack either.
Blue-Eyed Jack.
Blue-Eyed Jack, excuse me. Now a couple.
Thinking One-Eyed Willie.
A couple of things that I have read on
Giggity.
that
Pinchers of
is-
peril.
is a couple of people have said that they feel that's a better cigar if it's sat a little while. That maybe that got pushed forward a little too fast. It should have been, but it should have been aged a little bit longer. So, I'm hoping I can run across one of those somewhere, in a brick and mortar, while we're traveling. That maybe the brick and mortars had it for a little while, and then I can pick something up. Scott and I did that down in the Bay Area. He and I and our wives went camping, and we went into basically a liquor store.
Yeah.
That had a pretty solid humidor wall, and we got the Camacho, it was the Blue Label, right?
Yes, it was the Blue Label.
And they were perfect.
So aging is a big thing, and actually I didn't really. I mean, I kind of knew it a tiny bit, but when I went to Tobacco Republic in Loomis one time, Ron gave me a cigar. He asked me all my notes, and this is what I want. And he gave me a cigar, and he wrote the date that he sold it to me on. He said, "You cannot smoke this for 6 months." And I want to say it was a CAO Americana.
Okay.
And I smoked it and went, he was right. If I would have smoked that probably right out of the box, I would have been disappointed.
Yep.
So I know aging in a humidor, especially yours, because everyone likes different. Like a lot of people keep theirs at like 68. Mine's at 72. I love a little bit more moisture, I guess.
I'm with you.
Little squishier.
Yes.
I personally find them to just be a little. Now, you will get one that kind of smokes hard and canoes because it's a little wetter, or a lot of times you'll get more coning. But I do take them out the day before. So like if I'm going to do it, I'll dry box it for a day, get a little of that moisture out. But I prefer my humidor at 72.
That was actually a great conversation you guys had the other night.
Mine 70, 71, right in there, because I'm typically a larger ring gauge cigar. So I want that, I want a little bit more humidity in there for that bigger cigar. And the same thing, if I,
And it lends.
if I'm worried at all, I'll pull it out in the morning, take one with me to work, and then I'm going to smoke it in the afternoon. By the time it's sitting on my desk for 5 hours. It's
and,
fine.
And I think when you have them a little wetter at the, above 70, let's just say above 70, I just think they smoke a little slower, so they kind of control you that way too. Because if you do chief on them, that's when you do get you'll notice in your burn. You're like, okay, I'm hitting this a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're really good, and you want to hit them hard.
All right, gents. Oh man, we covered a lot.
So the Gorillas part 1 was that, and then this happened. The Gorillas second note is, may I plug?
Please do.
All right. If you are listening to this on the day of its release, Sunday the 20th, you still have time to go over to the Best Care Anywhere podcast Patreon, pay as little as $1 to become a member, and catch the live recording with guests of Season 3, Episode 24, Abyssinia Henry. It feels like this is what the podcast has been building to, even though we have 8 more seasons of this show. Ethan is excited. I'm excited. We've brought back the 4 main guests we rotate through the last 2 seasons, and we're going to just have a big old chat about the events of that episode. If you're unaware, I won't spoil it. And we're going to watch Ethan cry live on camera because he has not seen that episode yet. So, yeah, as little as $1, and you can cancel it after the live stream ends. I really don't care.
And the other plug would be?
Check out James and Jeff present Tales from the Phoenix Cigar Lounge. We publish every week. Spotty on the day because we edit as quickly as possible and then produce content. But we have almost 100 episodes published already. We have a back catalog on how to smoke a cigar if you're cigar curious. It's a solo episode because I was like, fuck it, we're going to do it. So I sat right where Greg's sitting and smoked a AJ Fernandez Last Call Maduro. I did the Corticus size, and it took me about 52 minutes, but I go from cut light to let that soldier fall asleep in the ashtray, don't snuff it out, respect the handmade product. And we've got, almost 100 other episodes after that. We also do how to smoke a pipe because if you're a tobacco enthusiast, you might as well do them all, right? We don't get into snuff, snus, or pouches because that's just problematic. But also, if you're in Grass Valley, check out our original and only sponsor for the Tales from the Phoenix Cigar Lounge podcast, Stookie Jewelers, 148 Mill Street. I bought these cigars there. There's 2 left. So we ate the box. I think it's a box of 10. I don't know. But
motor in and grab those last 2.
Better hurry before we get back up here.
If they were open, we'd buy them.
Yeah. Yeah. And thank you guys for coming up. This was a fucking blast.
Thanks for having us on.
What a blast. Man, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
We felt bad that it's taken this long to get up here, man. But no, this is a great little lounge. Super, super nice place. And
yeah, I love
appreciate you hosting us.
Big thank you for that. Hey, Greg, I usually tell the gorilla to do this, but I'm going to tell Greg this. Take me home. Well, my cigar has been down to the nub for a minute, and the whiskey is empty. The scotch is gone, so I think it's about that time. Hey, big thank you to James and Jeff here at the Phoenix Cigar Lounge in Grass Valley. It's been great. I mean, I think we've been talking for what, 2.5?
Almost 3.
3 hours. So this is a long one. So thanks for sticking with it. Oh man. And on behalf of the Gorilla, the CEO of Gorilla Industries, Greg, Lawrence, and myself, big thank you for listening. Check us out at Check us out at LumaCigarCartel.com. Say that 5 times fast. Check us out on Instagram. Follow us.
Facebook, YouTube, all those others.
That's right. And don't be a stranger. Reach out to us at info@LumaCigarCartel.com. Let us know you're out there. I'm Scott Robinson, and on behalf of all of us here, we look forward to chatting with you on the next episode. But until then, stay healthy and safe, and good smoke, good drink, and good life. Hold on, get the funky keyboard. No. There we go.
I know. I'm just gonna nod along.